It's time for Evanston Sports Live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN 99.1 FM. Red Devil Sports are brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power, Ready, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uinta County School District Number 1, Bear River Dental,
Covolos Auto Farm Service,
Western Wyoming Community College Evanston Campus, and Uinta BOCES Number 1, Mountain West Business Solutions, Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, Dr. McKay Frankham, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Freeway Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, the Come On in Casper, and T7 Propane. Now let's head to the booth with the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, Elan Olliff.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Red Devil Basketball live here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. We got a great game for you today. It's going to feature the Evanston Red Devils taking on the Jackson Bronx. Second time these two teams have matched up this season. We'll tell you all about it and more when we come back after this on the pregame show. Brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware. Folks, we'll be right back with our scene set brought to you by MJB Animal Clinic right after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Cazin's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be with brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more. Visit Cazin's Furniture, 941 Front Street, Evanston.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olliff, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at t7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uinta County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
At Bear River Dental, we love saying the word yes. Yes to same-day crown appointments with our ability to make and install them the same day. Yes to regular cleanings and checkups to help prevent cavities and gum disease. We love saying no to making impressions using that gross, goopy stuff. We say yes to high-tech scanners giving us the perfect map to straighten your teeth with Invisalign. Call or visit Bear River Dental in Evanston today and let us say yes to helping you and your family have a healthy and beautiful smile.
Good evening and welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium for tonight's matchup featuring the Evanston Red Devils taking on the Jackson Bronx. It is time for our scene set brought to you today by MJB Animal Clinic, caring for your pets like family since 1981. This is, I mentioned earlier, the second time these two teams have matched this year, as last time it was on January 25th in Jackson. The girls with a 54-16 win over the Bronx on that Saturday afternoon matchup. That was the first conference victory for the Lady Red Devils that they were able to get this season. As far as the all-time series, well, you could call it all-time series, but it only goes as far as back as Max Preps, which is 2007. But as far as the all-time matchup between these two teams, again, dating back to 2007, it is a Evanston advantage, 23-2. As the last time Jackson got the win was on February 27, 2021, a 51-47 win for Jackson. But since then, Evanston has rattled off 7 straight wins in this one. And a matter of fact, Jackson has never beaten Evanston here in Red Devil Gymnasium as far back as we could find on Max Preps. So this is definitely a advantage game for the Red Devils. So it should be a lot of fun. For this year's edition of the Red Devils, they come in with a record of 8 wins, 11 losses, 2-1 in the conference. Roy Barker's squad averaging around 37 points per game and allowing around 41 points per game. For the Lady Bronx, well, they are still looking for that win this season. 0-17, 0-3, allowing 25, or scoring around 25 points per game, allowing 53 points per game. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the boys matchup that is coming up. Jackson Bronx coached by Matt Elliott, and after last year, this team winning the region, it's a bit of a rebuild year as they have found similar struggles to the girls as they are winless in the campaign, averaging 43 points per game and allowing 60. For Evanston, on the other hand, they're coming off of a loss to Rock Springs, but still sit at an above 500 record of 10 wins, 8 losses, and a 2-1 quadrant record. Evanston, coached by Rob Watzbaugh, scoring around 57 points per game and allowing 53. So right now in the point differential, they are in the positive. As far as the last time these two teams met, well, it'd be that very same day for the Red Devils. Again, January 25th, it was a Saturday, and Evanston was able to bring home the win. It was a fairly close contest for about 3/4 of it, and then Evanston just kind of outgunned them a little bit as things kind of tend to happen with this team. They do a great job of kind of wearing out teams as you go along. Your final score that day, Evanston 61, Jackson 52. Last time Evanston out, they lost to Rock Springs 67-54 over in Rock Springs, and that was just on Saturday, so not a lot of time between the two. Jackson, they played on Saturday as well and lost to Kelly Walsh 71-32 over in Casper. for the all-time series between these two teams dating back to 2007. Evanston with a pretty good lead here as they lead it 26-7, including being on, well, for a while there in the years that saw for Jackson, Andrew Hanna, Seb Brunner, Gavin Keelan, Evanston and Jackson would kind of split home and away, and that's how it was the last time. So, but this year, Evanston with a chance to sweep them for the first time since 2021. Dating back to 2007, only time that Jackson has beaten the Red Devils here in Red Devil Gymnasium was January 29th, 2022, a 51-36 win. And that was kind of that team we were talking about, Gavin Keelan, Seb Brunner, Andrew Hanna, kind of announcing themselves and how good they were going to be. So that is, but besides that, every time they played in Red Devil Gymnasium, dating back actually to the 05-06 season I was able to find, Evanston's the winner. So why does that matter? Evanston beat Jackson in Jackson, both teams, earlier this year, and now historically it tells you that they may get a sweep and improve each of them, by the way, to 3-1 in the quadrant. So, and these games, we're back to games now that count towards playoff seeding, as they'll play Jackson tonight, Star Valley on Thursday night, and then a week from Thursday night they'll wrap up the regular season against Riverton. So a chance for them to end the quadrant on a high note. So that is what is going on here at Red Devil Gymnasium and why this matchup matters so much. That is our MJB Animal Clinic scene set, brought to you by MJB Animal Clinic, caring for your pets like family since 1981. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we will have a special edition of our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight right after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
MJB Animal Clinic has proudly been privately owned since 1981, serving both small and large animals with care and expertise. From examinations and vaccinations to surgery and boarding, they offer everything your animal needs to stay healthy and happy. MJB Animal Clinic, accepting new patients. Join the MJB family to get the knowledge only experience can bring. Call 307-789-4289 today. Set up an appointment. MJB Animal Clinic in Evanston, caring for your pets like family since 1981.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
When you're thinking about buying or selling a home, commercial building, or property, one of the most important things to put on your list is a thorough property inspection by a certified master inspector. The same inspector that real estate professionals and lending institutions rely on. Enter Highline Property Inspections. Highline Property Inspections backs up their inspections with photo documentation showing you those hard-to-get-to locations above, in, and under your property. Begin your real estate transaction with a peace of mind provided by HighlinePropertyInspections.com. HighlinePropertyInspections.com.
When you need a plumber, call the one you can count on. Brad Kopp with Panda Plumbing. Fast quality, reliable service at competitive prices. When you need a plumber, call Panda Plumbing. I'm the plumber you can count on. Panda Plumbing, 307-258-1450.
Whether it's an enclosed cab tractor for those freezing winter days or a smaller hobby tractor for backyard projects, Covelo Auto Farm has you covered. From haying to snow removal, we offer the equipment you need year-round, featuring trusted brands like Massey Ferguson and Vermeer. Stop by and see us at 80 Reese Road in Mountain View today. Covelo Auto Farm, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
We know you're on the go, and that's why having the right financial partner is so important. At Trona Valley, we're here to make banking easy for you. Whether you prefer banking online or in person, we've got you covered. Manage your money anytime, anywhere with our digital banking services. Check balances, transfer funds, or pay bills. We also offer youth loans, scholarships, and so much more. Whatever your financial needs, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you. Visit us online at tronavalley.com or stop by to see us. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
Enjoy the thrills of the silver screen right here in Evanston with the Aspen Cinemas Real Rewards program. With 3 different tiers to match your budget, the Real Rewards program is a great and affordable way to enable you to spend quality time with the whole family. With great perks up to free movies and 20% off on concessions, you won't find a better deal. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the peace of mind knowing you are getting the best value for your dollar with the Aspen Cinemas Real Rewards program. Only at Aspen Cinemas, 45 Aspen Grove Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. Time for our Red Devil Spotlight brought to you by Aspen Cinemas. And actually, we kind of have a special thing that we're doing for our Red Devil Spotlight today. So with yesterday being President's Day, the schools weren't open, so we weren't able to get an interview for this. But I was able to talk with Evanston boys swim coach Kate Schmidt, and we'll actually play that interview a little bit later on in the pregame show as part of our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show. But we wanted to kind of give a spotlight to the boys swim team that made it to state. So the Red Devils will be taking not 1, not 5, but 9 boys qualified for state, and they're going to take 2 more, by the way, as relay alternates. And those young men are Eldon Hoagman, Jacob Olson, Hiram Bell, Brady Schmidt, Lance Bain, Max Eisen, Michael Adams, Michael Jackson, Cash Quinlan, and then they'll be taking Draymond Nebeker and Juan Segura as the relay alternates. So a big shout out to those guys. I've seen those guys swim, and even though Eldon Hoagman was injured and was not able to be part of the meet that we broadcast, the Evanston Boys Invite, he is one of the top guys definitely on this side of the state. Jacob Olson had a great day that day as well. Hiram Bell, that's a name that we've heard so many times about this swim team. And the cool thing about those guys, all the 9 qualifiers, they're all underclassmen. They're all going to be back for at least 1 more year. There was only 1 senior on the entire crew, and that was Draymond Nebeker. So, and good to see that the seniors going to state. That is awesome. Those guys will be leaving on Thursday for state over in Gillette. And they got a crazy schedule, and I actually talked with Coach Kate Schmidt about that as well. So that is kind of a shortened but kind of fun and unique version of our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight, shining a spotlight on those 11 young men. Congratulations, Eldon Hoagman, Jacob Olson, Hiram Bell, Brady Schmidt, Lance Bain, Max Eisen, Michael Adams, Michael Jackson, Cash Quinlan, Draymond Nebeker, and Juan Segura. You guys are going to state. You're going to represent Evanston, I'm sure, in a way that is absolutely top flight. And we are rooting for you hard here at home, and we can't wait to hear about how things go for you guys at state. That is our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas, inviting you now to get your tickets to The Unbreakable Boy. When Scott and Teresa learned that their son, Austin, is autistic, When Scott and Teresa learned that their son, Austin, has autism and brittle bone disease, they initially worry about his future. However, with Scott's growing faith and Austin's incredible spirit, they become unbreakable as they find joy, gratitude, and courage in the most trying times. That is The Unbreakable Boy, opening February 21st, so this coming Friday. But you can get your tickets now at Aspen Cinemas by scanning the QR code on the graphic or visiting their website at aspencinemas.com. Also, check out their brand new Real Rewards program with options for every budget and great benefits and perks, including up to 20% off concessions and free movies. Get all the info at aspencinemas.com. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll continue with our Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Gardeners Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callus Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callus Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium here for our Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. Up next, we got our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show, as we'll hear from Coach Kate Schmidt for the boys swim team about their team and how excited they are to go to state. And I got a chance to talk with Coach Roy Barker before the game. Wasn't able to record it, but we'll tell you a little bit about what some of his thoughts are for this one. So when we come back, Coach Kate Schmidt, and we'll talk about that conversation I had with Coach Roy Barker. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving, because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
When you want all the amenities, a wonderful restaurant, and clean, comfortable rooms in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Whether you're in town for high school sports, on a business trip, or traveling with the whole family, book your stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. It's a 5-star experience from the time you check in until you say goodbye till next time. The Best Western Dunmar Inn, supporting students and families in all their activities. Make your reservations today.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Welcome back to the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show and our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And didn't get a chance to get a recorded conversation with Coach Roy Barker because of the quick turnaround along with the holiday yesterday, but I did get a chance to kind of talk with him at halftime of the girls' JV game. One thing he talked about specifically with the loss to Rock Springs last week, he actually said he was very pleased with the way that they played. They had 19 turnovers. They forced 19 turnovers, rather. So that is something to hang your hat on and feel very good about. However, where he feels like they're struggling is they only got 34 points. So they need to figure out a way, as he mentioned, to take the turnovers and turn those into points. So that is something to kind of keep your eye on. Another thing he talked about is he wants to vary the speeds. He says that they've shown that this group has shown that they can play well fast. It's when things slow down that things kind of cause them some trouble. And that's what Rock Springs did on Saturday, is they slowed the game down. So that is something that coach is going to be focusing on. Another thing he talked about is how, yes, they have a lot of turnovers, but they're playing fast. And one thing he told me was that if he's going to encourage them to play fast and get out there, he needs to be okay with those turnovers. So that's kind of some highlights from that conversation I had with Coach Roy Barker on our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show. I did get a chance, however, to get an interview with Evanston boys swimming coach Kate Schmidt as they get ready to embark on the road on Thursday to Gillette to compete for a state title. Here's that conversation with Coach Schmidt. Welcome to another edition of the Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show, joined now by Evanston boys swim coach Kate Schmidt. Coach Schmidt, last chance was this last Friday, and swimming is interesting because everybody has the order of there's regionals / conference and then their state, but swimming is a little bit different because there is conference and then last chance, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's the last chance for these boys to qualify for state. How did Evanston do at last chance in Green River?
We did well. We had one new qualifier and a qualifier in an extra event. We also swam last week, Tuesday, in Rock Springs because they needed a senior night. So the boys had another chance there too. So it was a good week for us with 2 last chance meets, sort of. And we are taking oh gosh, 7 swimmers and 2 divers to state, plus 2 extra boys to be alternates on relays.
So that gives us a total of 11 going to state. So when you look at this being the first year back into the 4A, how does those numbers kind of match up with what your expectations were?
I think the boys did a great job. It's always harder in 4A. If we looked at all the 3A times, like the qualifying time, we would have had kids qualified in a lot more events than what they did get in 4A. And we would have probably had maybe 1, maybe 2 extra qualifiers in that 3A time qualifying standards. So it's kind of frustrating, but they rose to the occasion and we got more than half our team qualified, which is great.
You guys have a fairly young, I mean, you have an experienced team, but a young team with only 1 senior with a Draymond. What does the class kind of breakdown look like for these 11 guys that are going to state?
All 3 of our juniors qualified. 3 of our sophomores and 1 freshman. And then both of our divers qualified, and our divers are a freshman and a sophomore. So lots of young guys still qualifying, which is great. And I think, that sophomore class is our biggest group of boys. And they really showed up this year. They cut time. That year of after freshman year, they've really matured and they worked really hard. And I think they're going to be fun to watch in the next couple of years too.
How big is this for the future of Evanston boys swimming to have such a strong sophomore class that is going to be represented at state this year?
Gosh, I hope it's all good things. With 3 sophomores qualifying, I think that's really cool. I think we can get a couple more next year. And then our freshman class is small, but we have a good freshman. He qualified this year. And then we have some freshmen that have come a long way in our season. So that's always nice to see too.
Coach, the state meet's going to be in Gillette, so that's a little bit of a trip for you guys. So you guys are leaving Thursday, but you guys don't start swimming till Friday and Saturday. With all that being said, what does kind of the routine kind of look like as you guys get ready for a state meet?
So this week, we're doing less yards. We're tapering for all of our boys. And then Thursday, when we get to Gillette, we get a warm up. So we get to go swim in the pool Thursday night that they'll be swimming in. And then Friday, it's, we have most of the day. We don't swim till Friday afternoon. So it's have breakfast as a team, and then everybody kind of just rests and relaxes. And we'll get there early so that we can stretch and warm up and do all of our things before we start swimming. But I think it's harder when we swim Friday and Saturday because we have to sit and wait for so long on Friday during the day. It's almost all day long that they're kind of just sitting around. But we get them moving, and we keep them moving pretty good on Friday.
Awesome. Last question for you. For this group, what are some goals that you guys have going into the state meet?
I would like to see 3 to 5 of our qualifiers make top 12. I think 3 could be for sure. I would like to see a couple more of our younger guys, our sophomores, maybe our freshmen, go. I think our divers have a solid chance of making top 12. I would like to see that as well. It's always hard going to 4A. There's such bigger schools than we are. The amount of kids that they have qualified is as big as our team or more. So that's always difficult. But I think our guys have a good chance.
Well, we'll be excited to talk with you afterwards to see how things shake out. So that is Kate Schmidt. She is one of the boys' swim coaches at Evanston High School. Coach Schmidt, thank you so much. Best of luck. We're pulling for you. Safe travels over to Gillette. Anything else before we wrap this up?
That's it. Thank you so much.
And we'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. And for key number one for the Lady Red Devils, multiple gears. I talked with Coach Roy Barker. By the way, we got the man, Brad Francis.
I made it. I'm here.
Into the broadcast booth here today.
Yeah, multiple gears like we talked about, and Coach Barker mentioned that in the pregame. I don't know if you played that yet, but we'll get into that throughout the game. But, you know, Evanston seems to do well when in the fast pace. When they slow it down, it can be a little bit difficult for Evanston in that half-court offense. And so being able to switch between those different play styles will be huge for Evanston Red Devils today.
And for the Jackson Bronx, and she's kind of become a bit of a consistent key to the game for the opponents of the Red Devils, it's going to be limit Emma Lonsway, and there's a big reason why, because Jackson gives up 13 assists per game. Lonsway, one of the top assist earners in the West.
Yeah, Lonsway with the unique ability to have that court vision, can look across the court and find the open player and look for her to do that today. And if Jackson wants to be successful, they'll cut off that entry pass and force turnovers from Emma Lonsway.
That is our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. And when we come back on the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show, we'll have starting lineups, national anthem, and the team intro. You're tuned in to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintacountycd.com.
Whether it's an enclosed cab tractor for those freezing winter days or a smaller hobby tractor for backyard projects, Covelo Auto Farm has you covered. From haying to snow removal, we offer the equipment you need year-round, featuring trusted brands like Massey Ferguson and Vermeer. Stop by and see us at 80 Reese Road in Mountain View today. Covelo Auto Farm, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
We know you're on the go, and that's why having the right financial partner is so important. At Trona Valley, we're here to make banking easy for you. Whether you prefer banking online or in person, we've got you covered. Manage your money anytime, anywhere with our digital banking services. Check balances, transfer funds, or pay bills. We also offer youth loans, scholarships, and so much more. Whatever your financial needs, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you. Visit us online at tronavalley.com or stop by to see us. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
When you're thinking about buying or selling a home, commercial building, or property, one of the most important things to put on your list is a thorough property inspection by a certified master inspector. The same inspector that real estate professionals and lending institutions rely on. Enter Highline Property Inspections. Highline Property Inspections backs up their inspections with photo documentation showing you those hard-to-get-to locations above, in, and under your property. Begin your real estate transaction with a peace of mind provided by HighlinePropertyInspections.com. HighlinePropertyInspections.com.
At Bear River Dental, we love saying the word yes. Yes to same-day crown appointments with our ability to make and install them the same day. Yes to regular cleanings and checkups to help prevent cavities and gum disease. We love saying no to making impressions using that gross, goopy stuff. We say yes to high-tech scanners giving us the perfect map to straighten your teeth with Invisalign. Call or visit Bear River Dental in Evanston today and let us say yes to helping you and your family have a healthy and beautiful smile.
Hey, it's Hunter here with Les Schwab. Just want to let you know we have America's Best Tire Warranty. It's now available at all Les Schwab Tire Centers. It includes our no-hassle road hazard protection, free tire maintenance, and a 60-day ride satisfaction guarantee included for free. Come visit us at Les Schwab Tire Centers today at 157 Bear River Drive in Evanston.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
Great new addition to Red Devil Gymnasium. They just, Union brought in a new American flag that now descends from the rafters and comes down, and then the national anthem is sung, and then they ask now that everybody's at attention until that flag is returned to the rafters.
Yeah, awesome new addition there. Thanks to Union for that. adds to this already electric atmosphere.
Absolutely. Let's go and introduce you to your 24-25 Lady Red Devils, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires.
Hi, I'm Kieran Simmons. I'm a post and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Emmy Fessler. I'm a junior and I'm a shooting guard.
Hi, I'm Maddie Brown. I'm a junior and I play guard.
I'm Cassie Barker. I'm a sophomore and I play post.
Hi, I'm Braylon Morrison. I'm a junior and I'm a guard.
Hi, I'm Emma Lonsway. I'm a junior and I'm a point guard.
Hi, my name's Chesney Mackey. I'm a junior and I'm a guard.
Hi, my name's Violet Cook and I'm a sophomore and I'm a guard.
My name's Dana Kohler. I'm a junior and I'm a guard.
Hi, I'm Evie Stahl. I'm a junior and I'm a post guard.
Hi, I'm Annalie West. I'm a sophomore and I'm a post. Thanks for watching.
That's your 2024-2025 Evanston Lady Red Devils, brought to you by our friends at Les Schwab Tires. Let's go ahead and do our starting lineups, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. First, we'll go with the Jackson Bronx. Number 0, Ari Fowler. Number 2, Olliff Furmanek. Number 13, Allison Burcham. Number 21, Lucy Webb. And 25, Matt Holland. And for the Evanston Lady Red Devils, coached by Roy Barker. By the way, the Bronx coached by Olivia Bingham. The Bronx the Red Devils coached by Roy Barker. Number 2, Emma Lonsway. Number 4, Maddie Brown. Number 33, Cassie Barker. Number 42, Emmy Fessler. And number 51, Kieran Simmons. Also want to give a big hello and shout out to everybody listening in Jackson on KZJH. Elan, Olliff, and Brad Francis here at Red Devil Gymnasium. As Brad, we are ready for tip-off.
Yeah, we're at an early tip-off today. We'll see if Red Devil Gymnasium fills up a little bit here on a Tuesday. They definitely bring the excitement. Expect nothing less tonight. But yes, welcome down these Lady Bronx and hope for a good game this evening.
Evanston on the left, Jackson on the right. Evanston in white, Jackson in black with white numerals. As the tip-off is going to be won by Evanston, and immediately taken off is Fessler. Goes towards the right block, gets the ball ripped away from her by Fowler, and now she'll pass it over to Furmanek, who, by the way, was the tip-off representative for Jackson earlier. Holland on the right side, bounces it out to Webb on the right wing. Covered by Lonsway, and it looks like contact made. That sends Webb down to the hardwood, and that's going to be the first foul of the game. And it comes against...
It looked like Cassie Barker that got that foul, which is big. Cassie in the game is a huge deal for the Lady Red Devils.
It was Cassie Barker, so that's the first one. Fowler goes towards the center logo, now gets it out towards the right side to Burcham. Left-hand dribble, now stops. Gets that one back over to Furmanek on the right side. Pass almost intercepted. It is taken away by Lonsway. Goes towards the top, now stops. Now kicks it over to Brown on the right wing. Back over to Fessler on the left side. Brown in between the circles with the right-hand dribble. Pass towards the right side to Lonsway. Drives along the baseline. Kicks it back out to Brown at the top. Back to Barker. Left block layup. Draws the foul. She'll shoot 2.
I really like that decision from Maddie Brown up top. She could have taken that long three. Found Cassie Barker with good position underneath. Cassie's going to have to earn at the line, but that was a nice look from Maddie Brown.
First one from Barker is good, and the Red Devils strike first 1-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard to get us started.
Yeah, Cassie Barker gets to the line frequently. She's a 52% shooter on nearly 100 free throws this year so far.
And the percentage holds up as the rebound is pulled in by Jackson, but they throw it away, and the Red Devils get it back. Fessler on the far wing. Now back over to Lonsway in between the circles. Right-hand dribble being guarded by Webb. Now back out to Brown. Finds Simmons at the free throw line. Lonsway drives towards the right side. Jump pass over to Barker. Left side, fade away from the block. And it's left just short, pulled in by Furmanek. Furmanek gets the pass from Fowler. Goes into lane, puts the shot up off the glass, and one.
And that's another early foul there for Cassie Barker. She's going to have to take a seat. and we've only played a minute and a half in this game so far.
So Jackson takes the lead 2-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard, or 2-1 rather. As here comes Violet Cook in for Cassie Barker.
Yeah, one thing to look at in this game, Elan, is going to be the turnover battle. These Lady Broncs, they average about 29 a game. Already had 2 early. Evanston around 20, so we'll see if that plays a factor later on today.
Furmanek hits the free throw, and now it's 3-1 Jackson. Left side, Cook, now back over to Brown at the top. And with a timeout called by Coach Roy Barker, and we will take it as well. So, infant stages of the night, and it's Jackson 3, Evanston 1 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium after the timeout. Inbound play thrown away by the Red Devils. And we'll go back to Jackson. 3-1 Broncs on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Inbound play is a wild one, and that one is bumped out of bounds by Violet Cook trying to get the steal after the wild throw.
Yeah, it was a throw down court. Could have been called a loose ball foul there. It goes the way of Jackson, out of bounds on the Lady Red Devil.
Inbound to Fowler. She'll take off towards the right side. Jump pass finds Furmanek. Now kicks this one over to Holland, who puts the jump shot up underneath the hoop and drops it.
Really good look from Furmanek underneath. Splits 2 defenders on that pass to find the open person underneath.
Simmons on the other end draws the foul on the near block. It's going to come against Holland, and that is the first foul. Second foul on the Broncs. First one on Mads Holland.
Really impressed with the Lady Broncs' energy to start the game. Coming out firing, causing turnovers early.
Brown on the right side. Evanston down 5-1 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Gets it over to Simmons, back over to Brown, looking for her at the top, and she'll bring it in. Lonsway on the left side, gets it back over to Brown, tries to cut inside the lane, gets it back to Fessler on the near corner. Back to Lonsway, looking to try to go to the baseline, but she's cut off, gets it back to Fessler, looking for Violet Cook on the elbow, and she can't hold on to it. It's out of bounds.
Well, it's what we mentioned in the pregame. Those Lady Broncs want to slow down the game, get them in the half court. A couple turnovers now for the Lady Red Devils out of that half court.
Evanston putting on the full court pressure as they'll pass it over to Burcham. And now she drops the ball, rips it away, goes for the layup on the low block. Can't get it to fall. As a matter of fact, it kind of left her hand awkwardly, and it rolled away instead of up, and it's over the baseline, turnover to Evanston.
Yeah, she really, and was that Fowler on that one? Never really got control of the ball there, and when she went up, just lost it out of bounds.
Lonsway leaves it out to Brown, goes back to Lonsway, covered by Webb on defense. Now kicks it towards the left side. It's Cook in the near corner, back to Brown. Drives towards the free throw line, finds Lonsway on the right side, cuts in the lane, puts up the hook shot, rattles it through.
Love the take from Lonsway. There's going to be opportunities there to break down that zone by attacking it.
Red Devils cut it down to a 2-point lead on the other side. Jackson dribbles it out of bounds.
Another turnover there for the Lady Broncs. I really believe that whoever can control turnovers this game is probably going to be the winner by the end.
Jump pass goes to Simmons, who finds Brown. Now Cook underneath the hoop, draws the foul in one, and the Red Devils tie it up.
Yeah, it's become clear early these Lady Red Devils can't fall in love with just those passes around the perimeter, right? They need to really attack that paint. There'll be opportunities there for the Lady Red Devils if they take it.
Checking in for the Broncs, it's Jack Strickland. Taking a break will be Olliff Furmanek. Cook, the and one on the way. Got it.
Violet Cook, 42% free throw shooter on the year, and drains that one. Nice looking shot.
Red Devils up 6-5 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Bronx go with the inbound to Webb. She'll take it across the center line. Covered by Lonsway, and now goes towards the low block, trying the hook shot, but it rattles short. Red Devils pull it in on the rebound. Lonsway has to go down to the ground. Ball's loose. Fowler comes up with it, passes out to Webb, and now the Bronx have stolen a possession. Bounce pass over to Holland on the right side, but she drops the ball, and it's picked up as it rolls away from the crowd by Brown for Evanston. Fessler, long cross-court pass looking for Lonsway, and it actually flies into the Jackson bench. Turnover back to Jackson.
Both teams a little careless with the ball to start there. When you're coaching, you always say make the easy pass, Make the easy pass. I think both teams could use a little of that right now. Those cross-court passes can be difficult to complete, especially in high school ball.
Annalie West checks in for Emmy Fessler. As the inbound play goes to Webb, passes back out to Fowler, and we have a timeout call by Jackson. We'll take it as well. Red Devils take the lead, 6-5 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. First quarter, Elan Olliff and Brad Francis live on mylocalradio.com. Also, want to give a big hello to those listening on KZJH in Jackson Hole. Right side three for Jackson. Goes off of the base iron, pulled in by Annalie West. Here come the Red Devils. It's Lonsway. Gets it over to Brown on the left side. Bounce pass finds Violet Cook. Puts the shot up. Leaves it short from the left block. Rebound is pulled in by Fowler. Can she keep it in bounds? No, but she got it off of Evanston, so it'll be Jackson Bronx basketball.
Again, another good look. Maddie Brown, she's doing good facilitating today. Found Violet Cook underneath. Close to falling for her there, just missed on the layup, and then I think it went off West on the inbound.
Pass intercepted by West. It was intended for Holland. Lonsway looking to feed West on the near block, but it's deflected out of bounds by the defense of Jackson. Evanston with an inbound play underneath the Jackson hoop.
I'm a fan of Coach Barker's adjustment to put some pressure in the backcourt, create some fast break opportunities for the Red Devils.
Gets it to West underneath the hoop. Can't get that one to fall as it's just a bit strong, but Evanston pulls in the rebound. Barton gets it right side Lonsway for three. Off the rim, gets her own rebound back on the bounce, dribbles along the baseline, kicks it back out to Cook. Left side three, Brown off the glass and into the arms of Fowler. There to meet her, though, it looked like Julia Barton as well as Annalie West, and they call jump ball, possession arrow going to Jackson.
And we'll see that high press again from the Lady Red Devils. It's kind of a three-quarter court press. They're looking to trap in the corners like they did earlier.
Fowler with it across the center line.
Here's the trap.
I was about to say she attracts the double team and jump ball caused by Evanston, so the Red Devils use the possession arrow to their advantage there.
You can see what Coach Barker's trying to do there. Get them to cross half and then trap high in the corners and get those Lady Bronx in a difficult position to make a pass. Force some turnovers that way.
Lonsway gets it over to Cook on the right side. Back out to Lonsway at the top. Barton finds Lonsway again. Goes towards the free throw line. Pass broken up by Webb. And now it's a ball down on the ground, picked up by Holland. Here come the Bronx. Gets across the center line. There's that trap again as it's deflected out of bounds by the defense of Evanston, despite Holland's best efforts.
Yeah, and those Lady Bronx, they just need an outlet for the pass there, right? Don't be eager to come across half. Find that person behind you, set up, and take your time. You got 10 seconds to cross,
Gets it to Fowler. Now lob pass underneath the hoop. Puts up the shot. It was Strickland off the glass, pulled in by Evanston. Red Devils, quick break, now gets it over to Cook at the top. Bounce pass off of the foot of Lonsway, but she's able to corral it. Here's West in the paint, gets the ball kind of poked away from her. She's trying to pass out to Barton, now finds Cook, and now the Red Devils really bleeding the clock here as Lonsway puts up an off-balance shot and in.
Best looking set of the day from the Lady Red Devils. Emma Lonsway with a nice little floater in the lane.
8-5 Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. 4 of those points coming from Emma Lonsway. Right side, 3, Webb, good.
It's a good-looking shot from Webb. But tied the game up at 8. Coach Barker asking for those Lady Red Devils to hurry up.
So Webb ties it up at 8, and now Evanston responds with another Lonsway bucket.
Yeah, I like Emma Lonsway most when she's aggressive, just like that, going to the basket, and they force another turnover right there.
And another great trap set by Evanston on the other side of the 10-foot line, or 10-second line, excuse me. And now a inbound play coming up for Evanston.
Coach Barker's really utilizing some athleticism, bringing in Violet Cook, Julia Barton, those that can run the floor. You can see he's prioritizing that right now.
Ball stolen away by Jackson, looking to tie it up. It's Trinity Green, but she can't get the layup. Rebound by the Red Devils. Send it forward. Lonsway goes Fessler on the right side, back to Barton, and now back to Fessler. West in the paint, puts it off the rim and in.
Yeah, if they can redirect off that pass and get it to West early and often, she's going to have opportunities at the rim.
West usually creates those types of opportunities, and tonight's no exception. Webb passes it over to Green, and she rattles that one in.
Green with a really good cut after the pass, staying active off ball, and she earns herself a nice layup there underneath the hoop.
Brown on the right side, called for a travel, and it'll go back to Jackson.
Yes, we've got a fun game on our hands early here. 12-10, Lady Red Devils getting out early. I've really liked what Julia Barton has brought to this game in terms of energy. You saw one there where she caught up on the fast break and altered a layup there. So watch her as a sophomore. She's played well for the Lady Red Devils and getting an opportunity today.
17.9 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. As it'll be an inbound play coming up for Trinity Green. Gets it over to Webb. And Evanston applying some full pressure. Bounce pass is errant, taken away by Barton. Red Devils by 2, now gets it to Brown. Finds Cook at the free throw line. Kicks it back to Barton on the right side. She might have stepped in front of an intended pass to Fessler. Goes Barton, right side 3. That one just short at the buzzer. And we're off to the first. It's Evanston 12, Jackson 10. Pretty high scoring first quarter. As we go to the second, you're tuned into First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olliff, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Elan, Olliff, and Brad Francis in quarter number 2. It's Evanston by 2 on the T7 Propane scoreboard, but Jackson has it going right to left. Pass out towards the right side for the Bronx. Now finds Green, covered by Lonsway. Stops, now passes it out to Webb. Right block, off the glass. That one short, pulled in by Fessler, and then she's fouled on the rebound.
Yeah, credit to Lady Bronx for really bringing the game to Evanston early here. 10 points, on pace for their highest scoring game of the year. So they're finding looks here, and I think it comes down a little bit to early offense for the Lady Bronx. They're getting into their shots early, and then they're getting offensive rebounds. So really credit to them. Solid game plan to start the game and a really good first quarter from the Lady Bronx.
Absolutely. Lonsway on the right side gets it over to Fessler on the left wing. Dribbling with the defender in tow. Finds Lonsway again. Brown on the right side draws the trap. Now they'll go to Fessler. Bounces it out to Barker, who had to sit out most of that second quarter, and she's a difference maker. She puts up the beautiful hook shot from the far block.
That's a storyline we didn't talk about much, but Barker sat virtually that entire first quarter, and she is going to be a load to deal with for the Lady Bronx there as they turn over the ball again there on the wing. But Cassie Barker impacts the game, whether it's her rebounding, her offense, and not having that in the first quarter was tough on the Lady Red Devils.
Lonsway goes across the center line, passes out to Brown on the right side. It's Lonsway again. Pass back towards the left, and it looks like Fessler. But the Red Devils moving the ball around the outside, eventually finds Barker, who gets it back out to Fessler. Now they're going to go Simmons underneath the hoop and one.
Well, and you can see why the Red Devils are doing that skip pass, because it makes that defense have to switch just a little bit later. That's how Simmons found herself wide open underneath. Also credit to her for being active, getting in an open spot. But she finishes well and gets the and one. Evanston with a red hot start to this quarter.
And
5 points already.
Yeah, puts it up, and it's now 17-10 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Bringing it forward, it's Trinity Green for Jackson. Now passes out to Webb, but her shot missed as she tried to take it into the rack, but the Red Devils pull it in on the rebound. Lonsway on the right side now passes back to Fessler. Finds Simmons, right block. The senior shot just a bit off the target. Rebound, ball's down on the ground. We're going to get a jump ball. And the possession arrow looks like it keeps it with Evanston.
Nice hustle there from Cassie Barker, sitting on 2 fouls. I was a little worried she'd pick up a third there on the loose ball, but she gets on the floor and ties them up and earns another possession.
Inbound play finds Barker underneath the hoop, puts up the shot, rattles in and out. Rebound pulled in by Holland for Jackson. And another turnover just as quickly as you could say it.
Yeah, Lady Bronx just need a little bit more patience on those passes, kind of forcing one. That was what happened there, threw it out of bounds.
Fessler on the right side, now gets it back to Brown at the top. Dribbles towards the left side, free throw line extended. Now cross-court pass finds Fessler. Right side, 3 ball, just too hard. Rebound by Lonsway is good.
Lonsway with a big game to start early. That's at least 6 points from her. That one on the offensive rebound puts it right back up.
Got her at 8 already. I think that might be close to a career high for her in a first half.
Yeah, and you see her confidence growing game after game. She's been a fixture of this Evanston team for years, and she's still doing well.
It's hard to believe with how much we've seen these girls play. The only one that we lose next year after this year is Simmons. Everyone else is back.
Yeah, and that bodes well for Evanston Lady Red Devils looking to the future. Also with some young talent waiting in the wings as well, so they're going to have to stay sharp on their game as well, because there'll be others that want their spots, you know?
Oh, absolutely. We saw it in Rock Springs last week, this last weekend. One that really stood out was Kinley Robinette, this freshman. She got some varsity time in Rock Springs and did a very effective job. Well, we might see her a little bit later on. Brown on the right side gets it over to Lonsway, drives towards the baseline, kicks it back out to Fessler, passes left side to Mackey. Jump pass finds Lonsway again, drive along the baseline. Pass is intercepted by the Bronx. Looked like it was taken away by Ankeny. And now back as they miss that shot. And a travel on Evanston after they pull in the rebound. Also, 2 other younger players Ashlyn Green and Addie Krall also has seen some varsity time this year as well.
It looks like I think Robinette is in the game now, 21. We just were barely speaking about her.
Yep.
She enters the game, so we'll see. I mean, we didn't plan that, but
Yep.
also got to credit the Lady Bronx on that nice bucket there.
Yeah, big bucket there for Jackson. Looked like it was Lucy Webb with her first points of the game, making it 19-12 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Left side layup from Mackey.
I think Lucy Webb, that's her 5th point. She hit that 3 earlier too, right?
Yep,
so
it's her first
we'll
field
give
goal.
her 5 on that. She's doing well
Yep.
for these Lady Bronx so far as well. Talking about Emma Lonsway a second ago. Webb on the other side playing good.
Jackson now with the ball, finds Green underneath the hoop, puts the layup up, no good. Rebound pulled in by Fessler. Pass looking for Cook, but Green takes it away and puts up the pretty layup for the Bronx.
Yeah, Red Devils struggled a little bit since Lonsway's on the bench with, that open court, couple turnovers in their own backcourt.
Red Devils looking to kind of calm things down, up by 5. And underneath the lane, Cook can't hang on to it, and Jackson gets it right back. 3 Red Devils at the scorer's bench. One of them is Lonsway, the other 2, Barker and West. Holland passes over towards the right side now. Gets it back over at the top. Green on the left wing, left elbow, puts up the shot, and she's getting more and more confident, you can tell in that shot right there.
Yeah, credit the Lady Bronx again. I mean, Evanston went on a 9-0 run to start here, but now 6 quick points for the Red Devils.
Robinette takes it into the lane and off the glass and in.
Well, there's a glimpse into the future there, right? That step through the lane, off the glass. Well done from Kinley Robinette.
She is going to be a fun player to watch for the future. Bronx trying to figure out where these points could come from. Now bounces it out towards the right side. It's Holland at the free throw line. Backs up against Cook. Now goes back to Webb and draws the foul.
Yeah, Webb with a nice take again. She's showing me a lot today. Lucy Webb really either if it's distributing or some nice shots early, but some really good minutes there from Webb. I keep going back to that Robinette shot. What impresses me is that her age, the ability to put the ball on the floor and then finish a nice shot underneath. She's not scared to score the ball, which is, I think, the future might be sooner than we think even for her to help contributing with this team,
Yeah, Maggie Holland into the game for Jackson, and a turnover. Out of bounds, Ari Fowler couldn't keep it in, and it'll go back to Evanston. Lonsway takes across the center line, now stops, passes out to Barker on the left corner, drives along the baseline into a trio of Bronx, gets it over to Robinette at the top. Lonsway takes one dribble, kicks it over to Cook. Lonsway, she cuts into lane, cut off by the Bronx defender, so she has to go back out to Robinette. She takes it in. Nice feed to Annalie West. Can't get the shot to go up and in as it's off the glass. She gets her own rebound back, but Jackson creates a jump ball, and they'll get the possession arrow.
Yeah, Robinette again affects the defense by creating some penetration there right in the middle of that defensive zone, and finds West underneath with a really nice entry pass.
Rommel goes towards the near wing, gets a screen from Fowler. It's still Harley Rommel with it. Now gets it back to Fowler at the top. Freshman drives towards the free throw line, but she's cut off by Lonsway, trying to get it out to Zoe Green, but it is out of bounds into the stands in Red Devil basketball as Kinley Robinette comes off the court to a bunch of high fives from her teammates.
Yeah, really good minutes from Robinette. Played solid defense, affected the game on offense. We'll look to see if she enters the game again today.
Bring it forward, it's Brown. Goes towards the left side, gets it out to Cook. Bad pass in the lane, stolen by Jackson. Give the credit to Maggie Holland. Along the left side, Webb now flicks it over to Zoe Green. Left side, it's Maggie Holland, tries to put the shot up, but it's off the rack and pulled in by Evanston's Emma Lonsway. Brown now finds Barker on the far block, and the ball's tipped over the baseline, out of bounds off of Jackson. 1:21 left in the half. Red Devils lead by 5.
Coach Barker clearly liking what he's seeing from Robinette. He sends her right back in. She might get some heavy minutes today.
Inbound to Brown, left side three is off of the rim. Rebound is off of Maggie Holland and into the Bronx bench. And inbound play coming up for Evanston. It'll be Maddie Brown. Gets it over to Robinette, finds Brown at the top. Flicks this one back over to Lonsway. 1 minute, 11 seconds remaining here in the half. Robinette goes Brown again. Drives towards the free throw line, hands off Lonsway. And she's fouled by Webb.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to these guards from the Lady Red Devils really creating that penetration from the top. You've seen Evanston most successful when they're creating mismatches in that zone by attacking it straight down the middle.
4th foul in the quarter on the Bronx. First personal, bad pass stolen by Webb, and now the Bronx have it. Passes it over to Maggie Holland. Drives towards the free throw line. Now leaves it out towards the right side looking for Rommel, but she can't chase it down before it goes over the far sideline. But Evanston actually touched it last, trying to get it back, so it'll stay with Jackson. Trinity Green with the inbound play. Gets it over to Webb at the top, covered by Lonsway. Now back over to Maggie Holland as the pass intended for Trinity Webb is deflected over the baseline by Robinette. And now it'll be an inbound play coming up for the Bronx. Cassie Barker off the court and Chesney Mackey into the game for Evanston. Webb with the inbound play, goes Rommel on the right side. Passes back out to Zoe Green, now hands off Webb. She's circling towards the top, 30 seconds left, pass towards the right side. It's Green, goes for the layup. No good, rebound is a battle, and they're gonna call a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Evanston.
Yeah, pretty solid defense all around there from the Red Devils. Never an easy shot there, contested on every single one of them. Been impressed with both teams' defense and ability to generate turnovers to start this game.
23 seconds remaining in the half. West at the free throw line goes Lonsway. Now we're down to 14 seconds left. Pass towards the right side. It's Robinette. Lonsway with 10 seconds left. Holds it at the top. 7 seconds left is a pass to Mackey on the low block. Rebound is pulled in by Mackey. Gets it back out to Brown. Lonsway can't get the shot off in time. And that sends us to the locker room. Well, 1 half down, 1 to go. And it is Evanston 21, Jackson 16 on the T7 Propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity. during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
What is Uinta BOCES #1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES #1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
The picture of our eyes arrived.
I want to see it.
Dad, can you tell me whose eyes are whose?
Yep, your eye's the bottom green one and hers is the top green one. In addition to easily observable differences in eyes, there are also variations in how our eyes view the world. Some of this has to do with our posture. At a conference earlier this year, our staff used a new device that provided customized measurements for glasses, taking into account a person's typical stance. Check it out the next time you want glasses that are uniquely fit to you. Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium and our halftime show brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. First up, we got our first half stats and highlights brought to you by Wyoming Wild Meats, where you can afford to feed your family and fill your freezer. Our score at the half, it's Evanston 21, Jackson 16 on the T7 propane scoreboard. For the Bronx, they have 3 from Olliff Furmanek, a 5 from Lucy Webb, 2 from Matt Holland, and 6 from Trinity Green as she is pacing them. Only 1 trip to the free throw line, and it was an and 1, and they hit it. And 1 3-point shot from the Bronx. For the Evanston Red Devils tonight, 3 from Violet Cook, 3 from Cassie Barker, 2 from Annalie West, 3 from Kieran Simmons, 2 from Kinley Robinette, and a game-high 8 from Emma Lonsway, as the Red Devils are 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. No 3-pointers hit in this one. That is your first half highlights, brought to you by Wyoming Wild Meats, where you can afford to feed your family and fill your freezer. We're going to take a break. When we come back on the Uinta Eye and Vision halftime show, we'll give you more of our thoughts from this one on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
From jerky to fresh cuts, Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is your trusted source for high-quality meats. Locally processed and packed with care, we're proud to serve our community. Stop by today and taste the difference. Wyoming Wild Meats, located behind the Maverick in Lyman.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium, our UNTI Vision halftime show. Your score at the half, it is Evanston 21, Jackson 16 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Brad, been a pretty surprising first half here.
Yeah, I think credit to the Jackson Bronx. They're really causing turnovers, especially in Evanston's backcourt. They're making it really difficult for those passes, and they're slowing down that quick run-and-gun game from the Evanston Lady Red Devils. And so they're going to have to adjust, and I'm sure that's what Coach Barker is talking to them about at halftime. But it should make for a fun half here. I think either team could run away with this one, depending on how well they clean up their offense and make sure to not give the ball away freely to the other team.
Absolutely. So quarter scores, Evanston has outscored Jackson in both quarters, 12-9 and 12 to 10 and 9 to 6. But Jackson is still putting points up on the board tonight.
Yeah, I mean, where their average is around 24, they're well on pace to beat that average and surpass it by the end of the day. I think that's what Coach Barker is going to be preaching to his team at halftime is, hey, our defense hasn't been to the level that we expect, and so we need to tighten these things up and make sure that they're not getting into their shots and make it difficult for them. I think something that maybe surprised the Red Devils is how quickly the Bronx were getting into their offense and getting up shots early, which then force offensive rebounds. And then Jackson doesn't give up on the rebound. Even if Evanston gets it, they're putting that quick pressure on and forcing some turnovers. So adjustments will need to be made for both teams at halftime.
That is our UNTI Vision halftime show, where our vision is to improve yours. Third quarter, we come back after this. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
Just like our Red Devils athletes need breaks to come back and perform at their highest level, our eyes also need breaks. Everyone knows that 20/20 is perfect vision. The 20/20 rule is a great way to help our eyes come back to perform at their highest level. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break from your book, phone, or computer. In addition, it helps to look at something 20 feet away and blink 20 times to help relax your focus and refresh the surface of your eyes. Keep your eyes performing well so you can continue to enjoy watching the Red Devils compete.
When you need your eyes examined, call 307-789-3937. Now blink!
Welcome back as Cassie Barker passes to Simmons, and she draws an and one right out of the break.
That was one of my favorite plays from Cassie Barker all year. She goes up in the middle of the lane, and she usually does that kind of hook shot there, but instead just does a little almost handoff to Simmons underneath. Everyone was going up for the shot, forgot about Simmons. She goes up and finishes it through contact and gets the and one. What a way to start the half.
So the Red Devils extend their lead, and Simmons can't get that one to go. Rebound pulled in by Barker, and she gets the, they called a foul on the ground.
Oh, that's so tough for Cassie Barker because she goes up so strong and actually makes the basket. So they really wanted that and one there. Good work on the offensive rebound regardless.
Now Jackson will get a chance to get something going on here. Fowler goes across the center line. Covered by Brown. Right hand dribble, now stops. Also on the court, Allison Bertram, who gets the pass. Goes towards the right side, stops at the near block, looking to pass it, but it's taken out of the air by Fessler for Evanston. Evanston up in the tempo. Here comes Lonsway towards the right block, loses the basketball. Thanks to interference by the Jackson defense. It's over the baseline, Red Devil basketball.
Yeah, immediately you see Evanston's defensive intensity step up just a little bit in this half. They're really pressuring those Broncs up at the half court.
Gets it over to Barker, puts up the shot from the free throw line, left short, rebound pulled in by the Broncs, and that one is off and rolling, pulled in by Lonsway. She goes across the center line, stops, passes out to Fessler on the far wing, finds Lonsway in between the circles, pass back to Barker on the right side, puts the shot up off the glass and one, took the contact as well.
What a finish from Cassie Barker, and she's really putting her stamp on this game right now. That curl inside move is going to be there for the rest of the game. I look to Evanston to continue to go to that, and I wonder if Cassie will continue to facilitate from that spot as well like she did on the opening play of that game. But this one she takes on her own, takes the bump, finishes it, and she finds herself at the free throw line to make it 3 points on this possession.
Barker with a 25-16 lead, a chance to make it double digits, and she will. So Evanston by 10. And now here's the full pressure from the Red Devils, who I think they're smelling blood in the water right now. Webb passes thrown away, but tracked down by Holland. Wide open, looked like block underneath the basket, and Lonsway.
It's actually Cassie Barker and Maddie Brown. We're kind of fighting each other for the rebound there. That's tough on those rebounds. You're just fighting for the ball. Sometimes you don't realize it's your own player next to you.
Inbound play to Fowler. Gets it over to Block on the right side. Takes the dribble, now gets this one over to Strickland. Passes back towards the right side, and a foul on Fessler.
One thing I noticed immediately at the beginning of this half is Cassie Barker's freedom a little bit to play tougher defense. It's why it's so important for her to stay out of foul trouble. It's hard when you play the 5 to stay out of foul trouble, but she now can play with a little bit more defensive intensity.
Webb takes it into the lane, looking for the layup left, leaves her hand and doesn't go anywhere else. Evanston with it, quick pass over to Barker. On the near wing, along the baseline, puts up the shot. That one rattles in and out, tries to get the rebound back. Gets over to Fessler. Brown, right side, 3, short. That one pulled in by the Broncs. And now Hayden Block with some tough defense from Lonsway. Now bounces it over to Holland. Right-hand dribble, now a foul called, 10-second on Jackson. Red Devil basketball.
Yeah, you can see the message loud and clear to these Lady Red Devils that we're going to pick up our one-on-one defense. We're going to move our feet, make it difficult on these Lady Broncs, and so far so good for Evanston as they now have a 10-point lead coming out of half.
Lonsway passes out over to Barker on the right side, puts it up and in for 2.
And really, Cassie Barker's been the difference in this half so far. I love that shot from her in the mid-range. What a confident shot.
28-16 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Now jump ball.
Yeah, if anything, these Lady Red Devils are just making it frustrating for the Lady Broncs to do really anything. No easy passes, no easy dribbles. It's been hard for the Lady Broncs to get in their offense.
Webb from the far block puts it up and in.
Webb has really been the bright spot for these Lady Broncs to start out. this game and first half and now starting the third.
She's got 7. Barker with it in the lane. Ball's loose, and it is chased down by Holland, who gets it over to Fowler. Dribble along the right side, block. Covered by Lonsway, pass to Fowler on the left side. Brown on defense there. Back to block on the right wing, covered by Lonsway, and a foul, a push called on Evanston, it looks like, and that'll be the second one on the Red Devils. When they show it, comes against Fessler. Block along the baseline, and it holds the ball high, and West takes it right back from her. Quick pass over to Cook, puts the shot up, draws the foul, and she'll shoot 2.
Nice vision from Lonsway to see the runner out front, and then Cook does well with it. She kind of bobbles the pass initially, but gathers and then draws contact on her way to the basket.
Red Devils 4 of 6 from the free throw line today. Cook 1 of 1 as she hit an and 1 earlier. Just leaves that one short.
Yeah, Violet Cook, again, 42% on the year as a free throw shooter, but it looks like we have a timeout here.
And we will take it as well. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Red Devils have kind of started to put their foot down on the gas a little bit here. 28-18 your score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Red Devils led by 5 coming in to this quarter, and they've outscored Jackson 7-2 here in the third.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the early start time, but there was a little bit of a lack of energy from the Lady Red Devils to start it. Took a little bit of a halftime, maybe rah-rah speech there from Coach Barker to get them really engaged in the game, which we've seen in the second half.
Cook can't get that one to go. Rebound, though, pulled in by West, and she'll draw the foul underneath the hoop.
It's amazing how much effort can really play into the game of basketball, right? First half, and it manifests in a lot of ways, but even on the rebounding here, a lot of offensive rebounds for Evanston to start the second half, and you see it paying off at the free throw line as they get fouled going up.
West hits it. By the way, that puts Evanston in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. 4 minutes, 35 seconds, so a chance to really create some separation here in this third quarter. West goes 2 for 2. And now makes it 30-18 Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Pass over towards the right side to block, and that one goes off of the defender Mackey and into the scores table. Goes back to Jackson.
Lonsway with that tough defense got an elbow there to the face. See if she can shake that off a little bit.
Inbound goes to Holland, finds Fowler, goes towards the left free throw line. Setting up a shot for Strickland, and now they'll pass towards the right side. Block, loses the basketball through her legs on the pass as it was down low, and it's out of bounds. Red Devil basketball. Now brings up Annalie West to inbound it for the Red Devils. Gets it over to Lonsway, and away we go.
What stands out to me for this Red Devil team is just the depth on the bench. They can play about 10 different players.
Mackey bounces it out to Lonsway on the right side. Drives towards the top of the arc. Bounces around the defender. Finds Mackey. Goes into the lane. Puts the shot up. Left short. Rebound pulled in by Mackey, and she gets the rebound and commits the travel.
Yeah, I mean, they're letting both these teams play pretty aggressive physical basketball, which I like. That consistency on the calls is what we're looking for, right? And so they're kind of letting it go both ways, but it's been tough, hard-fought basketball.
Fowler with the inbound play coming up.
Yeah, Lonsway picks up a quick foul in the backcourt there on the bump.
Actually, it'll be taken by Webb. Gets it over to Holland at the free throw line. Now passes over to Block. And that ball nearly picked away by Lonsway. Passes out towards the left side to Maggie Holland, and there's a whistle on the play.
Yeah, quick couple fouls from the Red Devils there. They're now at 3 team fouls on the day. Again, Lady Bronx at 5 team fouls.
Bounces it over to Holland, and Matt Holland ricochets it off of the rim and in and cuts this thing down to 10.
Yeah, just a quick little baseline play. It finds an open Holland on the post, or not on the post, on the block.
Lonsway goes streaking into the lane, tries to put that one up, gets the shot taken away by Holland, gets her own, gets the steal though, and now Lonsway looking to go to Barker at the top. Barker drives into the lane, puts up the shot in difficulty, gets her own rebound back, and the second shot is good.
Yeah, that's Cassie Barker. She's relentless and gets her own offensive rebound and then puts it away for 2.
10 for Cassie. Webb goes to the far sideline, straight away 3. Fowler off the base iron, pulled in by Barker off the bounce. Cassie keeps it going, falls to the ground, and a timeout called by Coach Roy Barker with 2:46 left in the third. It's Evanston 32, Jackson 20 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Game 1 of 2 tonight. Doubleheader 1 of 2 this week, as we'll be right back here on Thursday night here at Red Devil Gymnasium. Massive games for the Red Devils as they'll take on the Star Valley Braves. Girls scheduled for 6 o'clock, boys scheduled for 7:30. So I expect a packed house on Thursday.
Yeah, that's going to be some much must-watch TV here on My Local Radio if you can't make it into the gymnasium, but that's a fun night we're prepping for on Thursday.
Inbound to Barker, right side 3. Cook off the front iron, rebound pulled in by Simmons. Gets it out to Brown for 3, yes!
I was wondering if one of those was going to fall for Maddie Brown. She's had some good-looking ones already and gets that one to fall.
35-20, Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Missed shot by Jackson on the other end, and Cassie Barker comes up with the rebound. Goes to Brown across the center line. 2 minutes, 19 seconds remaining here. Gets it to Brown on the right. Goes to the free throw line, looking to pass out to Mackey. It's deflected out of bounds by Fowler.
That's one thing we're going to have to watch for these Lady Red Devils as the season progresses. Can they sustain that presence underneath on the ball when Emma Lonsway's on the bench?
Jump shot from the free throw line by Barker, just too hard. Pulled in by the Bronx, Matt Holland. She'll go to Webb now. She'll lose the basketball. It's going out of bounds, and it's over. Red Devil basketball. A hot start by Jackson in the first quarter is starting to give way to an absolute tidal wave for the Red Devils worth of momentum.
Well, and that's just Evanston having, like we talked about, that depth. 10 to 12 players they can just throw at the game and put that pressure in the backcourt. It's starting to wear away.
Simmons fouled from behind, and that'll send Kiernan Simmons to shoot 2.
Well, now really time is on Evanston's side. They can be a little bit more patient and then force the fouls and use that bonus to their advantage throughout the game, which is what you saw there. They're just passing it around. Jackson's got to make things happen. Simmons gets open and gets a foul, gets a foul and gets to the line.
First one off of the back iron as Burcham will come in for block, and Lonsway back into the game as Mackey will take a well-deserved rest. You know, we don't talk enough about Chesney Mackey and what she brings specifically on the defensive side of the ball, as Simmons bounces high and drops it in.
Now a 16-point lead for the Red Devils. You're right, Mackey, she's like the Energizer bunny there. You put her in just to ignite the defense a little bit, create some turnovers, some loose balls. She does so well with that as her role, and we've seen that tonight as well. See her on the floor diving for balls. She's just a hard-nosed player. She does well out there for the Lady Red Devils.
Bertram in the lane throws it towards the far wing, but it's deflected out of bounds by Evanston. So an inbound play by Jackson, broken up by Evanston. Here comes Brown across the center line. Now passes it over to Lonsway on the right side. Cook in the corner, back to Lonsway. Now looking for Barker, who bops the ball away from the defense, chases out to the center logo to get it back. Cook on the left wing, now back to Lonsway, straightaway three. That one off of the base iron, headed out of bounds, and now it'll be taken in by Jackson. But man, that effort by Cassie Barker, she went pretty much all the way out to the center logo to get that ball back, as the three ball from Holland is off of the base iron, pulled in by the Red Devils.
Yeah, Cassie Barker's full of energy. She had to sit most of that first half. You can see it out on the floor, though, especially on that rebound as she gets fouled. She's all over the place, chasing loose balls, really bringing energy to this Red Devil team. And as a leader, she recognized that right from the first half. And she has taken it upon herself to really extend this lead and put Evanston in a good spot to win this game.
First free throw from Barker is nothing but net.
Yeah, where Lonsway kind of carried as their leadership in the first half, Cassie Barker's really taking control in the second half, like we talked about, getting to the line, getting rebounds. She's stellar on defense, like we know, but just been really impressed with her response to foul trouble in the first half.
Still 55 seconds left in the quarter. That one just a touch too hard. Rebound is poked away by Cassie Barker, who immediately goes to the bench, smiles at her dad, and she's like, okay, I can take a break now.
I think
52 seconds left.
He didn't want her to pick up that fourth foul there, and she doesn't. He gets her to the bench.
And on the Lonsway, after the inbound play, causes a jump ball, and it'll go to Evanston.
It's just been full court, relentless pressure from Evanston all day, and at some point that starts to get pretty annoying as the offense, as you're trying to, work through that. But it seems like Lonsway and Maddie Brown just never run out of energy, keep working.
Simmons gets it over to Brown on the right side. Now over to Mackey. Lonsway passes over to Brown, steps into the elbow. Tough defense coming from Bertram, and they cause her to travel. So it'll go back to Jackson.
Yeah, I think that's another phase in Maddie Brown's game there, is just, being patient with that entry pass, not picking up her dribble. She's done well to facilitate today, a couple travels, but she'll get that cleaned up.
Inbound play goes way over to Jackson, and then it's thrown away by the Bronx. Red Devils with it as Lonsway tripped up from behind. It's out of bounds over the baseline. Turnover, no turnover. It'll stay with Evanston with 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Lonsway jump inbound to Fessler. Drives towards the left side, gets it back out to Brown at the top. Fessler on the near wing, now back to Brown. 15 seconds left. Brown retreating back towards the center logo. It looks like Brad Evanston wants the final say in this quarter.
Yeah.
5 seconds left. Near corner three. Fessler with 2 seconds left. And Emmy Fessler makes it 40-20 as we go to the fourth on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
We know from experience that in rural America, people really care about 3 things: their faith, their money, and their high school sports, and not necessarily in that order.
It's a race. Mendez in some space down the left wing.
Steps into a shot. Mendez scores! Red Devils on top, 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Hello, North Carolina. Cheyenne's coming to visit.
The My Local Radio Sports Network covers high school sports in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming, American Legion Baseball and high school rodeo in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Advertising in the My Local Radio Sports Network is unique for 2 reasons. 1, it's the best way to reach your local audience, and 2, it's the most economical way to reach your regional and national audience. Join us today on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Red Devils with one of the most dominating quarters we've seen from them this year as they outscore Jackson 19-4. Evanston with the ball. Quick pass finds West on the far block and good.
And they continue their good play into the fourth quarter with a beautiful kind of slow break there. Jackson doubling up top and leaving West wide open down low.
42-20, Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Bad pass goes behind the shoulder of Harley Rommel, it looks like, and out of bounds. Red Devil basketball.
We mentioned at halftime that Evanston really needed to tighten the screws on the defensive end, and I think that's turned into offense for them. Only 4 points for Jackson there in the third. They've really turned on that defensive intensity.
Barker passes to West, puts the shot up and gets her own rebound, then puts it up as she falls down, and Annalie West with more points here in the fourth quarter. 44-20 Red Devils, and another turnover back to Evanston on the other end. Here comes Lonsway, gets it to West. Jump shot from just in front of the free throw line. Falls short and out of play. Goes back to Jackson.
Yeah, West tries out kind of a little heat check there. It was a nice play on the floor before that with their offensive rebound put back.
Jump pass intercepted. No, it's down. The ball's down on the ground, and somehow Fowler comes up with it, but she throws it away. It's a good effort by Fowler to go down to the ground. She's only a freshman. Get it, and then throw it back up to a teammate. Unfortunately, it's just off the mark.
Yeah, Jackson just hasn't been in their offense much in this second half, and that's credit to Evanston's defense up top, but hard to score when you're playing in your own backcourt.
Elbow jumper from Barker's too short. Second chance from West is no good. Rebound by Barker. She draws the foul. She's shooting 2 more.
And on the offensive side, the Lady Red Devils are really getting down low in the post, right? And whether or not the shot goes in almost is of little consequence because of these offensive rebounds that are just starting to stack up from both West and Barker and Simmons and Mackey when she's in. A lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of second chance tries.
Short off the front of the rim, and now here comes Kinley Robinette in for Maddie Brown.
Yeah, there's big plans for Kinley Robinette, like we mentioned in the first half. And she's seeing the floor yet again. That experience is so valuable for her progression moving forward.
Well, and the second one short, but pulled in by Robinette, who immediately makes an impact. Gets it over to Fessler on the right side. Back to Kinley at the top. Quickly goes Lonsway in between the circles. Drives towards the right side, gets to the free throw line. Now bounces out to Fessler. Takes one dribble, now hands off Lonsway. Drives towards elbow, the near far block, off the glass, just rolls in and out. Pulled in by Webb, and she's fouled on the rebound.
It's a really good take from Robinette, and that play happens, from Lonsway. That play happens because Robinette is making a hard cut to the basket. Her defender has to follow her, which left the lane wide open for Lonsway. She just didn't execute on the end of it.
Fowler goes across the center line, passes to Rommel on the right corner. Furmanek into the game as they're going to look to pass to Furmanek, and a foul called on Annalie West, I guess, they will get her for a hold underneath the basket. Inbound play coming up for Jackson. Gets it back out to Fowler at the top, drives towards the elbow, kicks it back out to Webb. Straightaway 3, Rommel, that one off of the front, pulled in by Evanston's Barker. Evanston moving the ball quickly. Great pass from Robinette. Finds Annalie West and in.
Woo! I mean, that vision from Robinette, you can see the potential. You can really see the future.
And on the other end, it looks like a pass deflected out of bounds as Annalie West picks up, makes it an 8-point game for her. It's now an inbound play coming up for Jackson. Here's Julia Barton into the game.
Yeah, that's another big piece of their team into the future, especially on the defensive side of things. Julia Barton, she is so impressive on her feet. She's quick, she's tough on the ball, makes anything for the offense difficult, and really like her game, what she's brought to this team throughout the year so far.
Checking in for Jackson will be number 52. That is Bray Mallon, the freshman.
Well, and I think that's something to be mentioned too. A lot of young players on Jackson as well. They do have some seniors out there, but young players, and you see their growth and development even from last year. Ability to handle pressure, to get shots up, get points on the board. Really liking what I'm seeing out of Jackson and their development this year.
Inbound play by Jackson goes Mallon on the corner, but after it was poked away on the initial inbound play. Rommel gets a screen from Webb, and then another screen from, looked like Furmanek. Now Webb goes to the free throw line, puts up the floater, left short, rebound, ball's down loose on the ground. Trinity Green and Kieran Simmons battling for it. Jump ball, possession arrow goes to Evanston. Inbound play by Kieran Simmons finds Lonsway. She takes across the center line, goes to the far block, is falling to the ground, looking to pass it, and a out of bounds deflected by Jackson, as it looked like Lonsway was trying to pass it to her teammate, but it bounced off the defender over the baseline and she was falling to the ground.
Yeah, she's looking at Robinette. Looks like there might be some sort of small injury for Lonsway. She comes on out, and Maddie Brown goes in for her. I think she's fine. She walked off on her own power.
Inbound goes to Barker, who has to fight for the ball, and she's fouled again. That is the second foul on Jackson here in the quarter. And that's it for Trinity Green, as she is fouled out of this game. That's her fifth.
Well, and that's a big impact for Jackson as well. It seems like we've been calling her name quite a bit tonight, and she's been active on the glass and inside for Jackson, so that will be a loss for them.
Robinette drives towards the free throw line, bounces around the defender, finds Brown on the near side, back over to Barton, who reverses back towards the center logo. Brown on the near wing, holds, now flicks it back out to Barker at the top. Covered by Furmanek, now finds Barton on the right wing. Finds Simmons, near block, bounces it off glass, no good. Rebound Robinette, she can't get that shot to fall. Tries to crash in to get the rebound, but she knocks the ball over the baseline as the defense was collapsing on top of her.
Yeah, it's just good ball from Kinley Robinette. Again, I feel like we're calling her name a lot. Interesting group we have out there right now. I don't think they've ever played together in a varsity game. We'll see how all five of them do and handle, who takes the ball. Who runs the offense. It'll be kind of interesting to see what they do here.
Yeah, Violet Cook just checked in for Cassie Barker as the ball is stolen by Brown. She's off and running on her own, going for the easy layup and completes it.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a bit of athleticism on the floor with 4 players there that could play wing or guard, so I really kind of like this lineup for Evanston as well.
Red Devils up big here in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes to play. Jackson gets it over to Furmanek, and she draws the foul inside the lane, and it's going to come against Robinette.
Yeah, they're going to call it on the floor. Robinette on the drive gets dinged with the foul, but stops a shot from going.
Inbound play for Webb. Gets it over to Ankeny. Now back out towards the top, pass towards the right side. It's Holland. Furmanek loses the basketball, picked up by Evanston Simmons, and a jump ball caused by Ankeny, who gets there and is able to put hands on it. Possession arrow goes to Evanston as they lead by 28 with 3:53 left here in the fourth.
Well, and again, we can't talk highly enough about Evanston's defense. Only 4 points since half hit, so just a stellar second half from them.
Brown to the low block, puts up the layup off the side of the backboard, goes back to Jackson. Not just 4 points in the second half, but also more than halfway through the fourth quarter, it's a shutout here in the fourth.
Yeah, so I mean, they've really taken that message to heart, like, hey, we need to bring it to these Lady Broncs in the second half, and Evanston responded with, I think, a really nice first half from Jackson. You have to give them credit for what they brought to Evanston today. Second half hasn't gone so much their way, but they really put the pressure on Evanston to start this game.
Turnover back to, or actually no, they're going to say it was a blocked shot by Webb, so the Broncs will keep it. As checking back into the game is Annalie West. Webb with the inbound play, gets it to Matt Holland, who puts it up and in and gets the first points of the fourth quarter for the Broncs.
Yeah, Ashton Green for the Lady Red Devils is also in at guard over here. We'll watch her play as well.
She got some play time in the game in Jackson as that floater from Robinette falls short. Rebound pulled in by West. And Annalie West having herself a game. That is now 10 points for her.
Yeah, she's been such an impact in the second half. Both bigs for Evanston just been too much to handle for the Lady Broncs.
Webb drives in towards the far block, and that one goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Kinley Robinette comes out here. Addie Crawl replacing her. So we've got quite a few of our younger Lady Red Devils getting some minutes. Be so valuable looking to the future.
Pass over to Ankeny. Now taken away after the pass by Malin. And now back to the Red Devils. Gets it over to Green. And now on the right side, Crawl bounces it around the defender. Finds West. Off the right block. No good. Gets her own rebound back as she goes above the crowd. Now dishes it back out towards the top to Cook. Stops, now passes to Barton on the right side. In between the circles, now passes out towards the right wing to Crawl. Barton at the top. Now loses the basketball as that one's poked out of bounds by Block.
Well, and sometimes they call these late minutes garbage minutes, but I tell you, these coaches are working hard to develop their teams even in these late minutes.
Absolutely. Timeout called by the Red Devils. We'll take it as well. Evanston, 1 minute and 59 seconds away from improving to 3-1 on quadrant play on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Your life is busy, and there are many people who count on you every day. You have to show up. At Freeway Tire, we understand you are an important person and your time is valuable. That's why we have top quality mechanics and a team of experts. Whether you are coming in for an oil change and tire rotation or more extensive service on your vehicle, we can diagnose and fix the problem quickly and correctly. We'll work hard to get you back on the road as soon as possible so you don't skip a beat in your busy life. Freeway Tire, vehicle maintenance, from oil changes to engine rebuild. 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Quarter number 4, Red Devils 50-22 over the Jackson Broncs. And Evanston will continue their march through the quad as they went 2-1 their first trip through. And right now, hoping to keep that going. Robinette with the shot from the near side of the paint. No good. Gets the rebound back. Kicks it back out to West. And now finds Robinette right side. 18-foot jumper. Too long. Rebound by West. No good. Rebound pulled in this time by Crawl. And now Evanston passes out to Green. 1:38 remaining in the quarter in the game. And a foul called on Jackson. That is the third one against the Broncs. And I just hit my funny bone on the corner of this desk.
You all right?
Ow. Inbound over to Robinette. 1:34 remaining in the game. Pass intended for Barton. Deflected out of bounds by Block.
Well, and I really appreciate what the Lady Broncs are doing here, fighting till the last whistle. They're making every pass difficult, which is really good for these Lady Red Devils to see late in the game. These young players, they need to feel that pressure at the varsity level.
Green on the right side for three. That one no good. Pulled in by West. She puts the shot up, not happening. And that one now is taken away by Jackson. Holland, one into the other. Block, right side, three. Rainbows high. Pulled in by Annalie West. Sends it forward to Robinette on her own with the layup, and good. You know what? I've heard a lot of really good things about the freshman team this year for the girls, and we're starting to see that be some real-world application on how good that this team could be and how wide that window could be open in the next year or two.
Yeah, just watch Kinley Robinette on that layup with such comfort in the fast break. Someone her age, that's pretty uncommon. So to see that from Robinette and some of these younger ones that have come in, Julia Barton we talked about. We talked about Ashton Green out there right now. Crawl. There's just a lot of promise here on this Red Devil team. And like you said before, the only graduating senior was Simmons here. So it's a bright future for the Lady Red Devils.
Crawl on the right side, fouled, and that is the 5th foul on Jackson with 38 seconds left here in the 4th.
So that'll be some more shots for, I think it's West who's going to be taking those shots, correct?
Addie Crawl going to the free throw line.
That's a nice opportunity for her to get some varsity points here.
Yep. Empty key as far as Evanston is concerned, as they're going to play defense on the other end. First one from Crawl, nothing but net. Check out the freshman with the confidence shot there.
Yeah, she's now scored at the varsity level, and so good on her, and nice free throw.
Sophomore, actually. Still getting some valuable varsity experiences. She gets 1 of 2, and with 33 seconds remaining here in the quarter, stolen by Crawl. And now the Red Devils with it again. West now back over to Barton. Crawl on the right side. Now gets it back out to Barton. 16 seconds left, 15 seconds left, 14 seconds left. Is it pass to Crawl? 12 seconds left. Evanston really just needs to make one more pass. And then they're going to find West, who dribbles out of the key with 6 seconds left. And with 4 seconds left, she's going to hold. And that is going to do it. Evanston victorious tonight. Final score, Red Devils 53, Jackson 22. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on MyLocalRadio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been your local favorite for over 50 years. Proudly owned and operated right here in Wyoming, we offer friendly service and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We're dedicated to being the premier partner for your beverage needs, serving communities from Rock Springs to Green River, Jackson, Evanston, and beyond. Count on Western Wyoming Beverages for reliability and quality where community meets refreshment.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Time for our post-game show as we'll get it started with the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Now you can get your favorite Jimmy John's sub toasted. It is a game changer, folks. As this one, it was close at the start, but Evanston ended up kind of taking this one going away as the Red Devils outscore Jackson in all 4 quarters, 12-10, 9-6, making it 21-16 going into the third quarter. But then Evanston with a massive 32-6. 32-6. Second half to take this one 53-22. Final score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. For the Bronx, I've got 3 from Olliff Furmanek, 6 from Matt Holland, 6 from Trinity Green, and 7 from Lucy Webb. For the Evanston Lady Red Devils, 8 from Emma Lonsway, 5 from Maddie Brown, 3 from Emmy Fessler, 10 from Annalie West, 8 from Kieran Simmons, 1 from Maddie Crawl, and 4 from Kinley Robinette, and a game-high 11 for Cassie Barker. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Now moving on to our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family, 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. Let's go ahead and take you back to the 4th quarter. This quick pass that goes from Lonsway to Robinette to West. Here it is again. Lonsway from the baseline finds Robinette in the elbow. West from the high block puts it up and in. That's your Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Family Dentistry for the whole family, 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. Moving on to our Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages Pepsi Player of the Game. Everything is better with a Pepsi, and who is better today? Well, she picked up 2 quick fouls and had to sit most of the first half and really came alive in the second half. We're talking about Cassie Barker, whose 11 points helped the Red Devils create this gap of separation, especially in that 3rd quarter. Cassie Barker gets 11 points, including 3 of 7 from the free throw line. That's going to do it for the girls' game. Again, your final score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. It's Evanston 53, Jackson 22. We'll have the boys' game right after this with our scene set on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
MJB Animal Clinic has proudly been privately owned since 1981, serving both small and large animals with care and expertise. From examinations and vaccinations to surgery and boarding, they offer everything your animal needs to stay healthy and happy. MJB Animal Clinic, accepting new patients. Join the MJB family to get the knowledge only experience can bring. Call 307-789-4289 today. Set up an appointment. MJB Animal Clinic in Evanston, caring for your pets like family since 1981.
Welcome to our Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. Let's kick it off for this scene set brought to you by MJB Animal Clinic, caring for your pets like family since 1981. And for the Evanston Red Devils, this one is an important one, as the rest of them, let's be honest, they're all quadrant games. The rest of them are important, but this one's an important one because it sets you up for success moving later on.
Yeah, Evanston Red Devils today, they're looking to start early, get off and running. I think with the excitement, the home gym, sometimes it makes for slow starts there for the Red Devils. I think they're looking to get out and establish dominance early in this game. On paper, you look at statistically, Evanston is the better team, but often, you know, when a team comes in fired up, ready to play, they can make it difficult. I think back to that Green River game where Green River hit 3 or 4 threes to start the game and kind of put a little pressure on Evanston. Can they control their emotions and start this game quickly?
The first time these two teams played on January 25th, Evanston won 61-52, but Jackson, especially in that first half, were not going away and definitely gave Evanston some challenges there. But the Red Devils did eventually pull away in that one, especially in the third quarter. One thing to think about here, Jackson, same situation as the girls. 17 attempts this season to get a win, and they have not gotten it yet. So for the Red Devils, they sit 10-8 and 2-1 on a little bit of a slip. They've lost 3 of their last 4, so they would like to get right with this one.
Yeah, and I think anyone in this quadrant can beat anyone on any night.
Yep.
So if Evanston goes and looks at that record and says, okay, this is going to be easy, it may not be so for them. And Jackson, I think it's the opposite. Get started quickly and put that pressure on. I think they're probably taking quite a bit of confidence from that first game, as it was close most of the time. They probably feel as if they have a good shot in this game.
That's your MJB Animal Clinic scene set, brought to you by MJB Animal Clinic, caring for your pets like family since 1981. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Uinta I Envision, the Cazin's Ace and Virtual pregame show. Moving on to our Ellingford Brothers pregame coach show. Didn't get a chance to talk with Coach Rob Watzbaugh before this one, but we only got a minute until tip-off. So real quick, if you're Coach Watzbaugh, you're on lost 3 out of 4. You did get the win against Green River. What are you telling your boys going into this one?
Telling them it's good to be home, right? They have, when you're on a skid like this, you want to be in your home gym to feed off that crowd and the energy in the building. Use that to your advantage tonight.
Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show. Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. We'll be right back after this with keys of the game, team intro, and tip-off on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Let's go and introduce you to your 24-25 Evanston Red Devils, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires.
Jordan Mendez, senior guard. Jay Hill, senior guard. Brooks Searle, senior guard. Riker Lind, senior forward. Riker Pace, senior forward. Ray Friedrich, junior guard. Brandon Blackwell, junior forward. Paul Baxter, senior forward. Clay Cook, senior center. Dominic Stewart, junior power forward. Brenner Lim, senior guard.
And now, time for your starting line. It's brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. First for Jackson, coached by Matt Elliott. Number 4, Van Baltes. Number 11, Aaron Larson. Number 21, Noah McKinney. Number 32, Palmer Wetzel. And number 33, Will Geitman. For the Red Devils, coached by Rob Watsabaugh, it's number 4, Jordan Mendez. Number 10, Riker Lynn. Senior number 13, Jay Hill. Senior number 14, Clayton Cook. And senior number 21, Renner Lim. Evanston in the white, Jackson in the black. Real quick, let's go ahead and run through our keys to the game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. For Jackson, feed Wetzel.
Yeah, Wetzel scores often and frequently for Jackson. They need to get him the ball if they have a chance.
And for the Red Devils, play your game.
Yeah, I think Evanston's at their best when they're playing how they want to play. Often, well, at times, they've let other teams dictate the pace. Evanston needs to get out and running and play their game.
That is your Cowboy State Realty keys to the game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. Tip-off won by Jackson, and away we go. Bringing it forward for the Bronx, it is Aaron Larson. Now gets it over to Palmer Wetzel on the low block, attracts the double team, and a jump ball. Held it low, and Evanston just put hands on it. Jump ball, possession arrow, Red Devils.
You can already tell that was a point of emphasis for Coach Watsabaugh. Wetzel immediately doubled in the block. They know how dangerous he can be down low.
Lim gets it over to Mendez. Now back over to Hill on the right side. Lob pass over to Hill. Then he lets left short. It's that play that we've seen so many times where Hill comes into the paint, goes up high, gets the ball, tries to lay it in there, but it's called a foul. So Jordan Mendez will shoot two.
Yeah, Mendez went up for the kind of alley-oop layup there. Yep. Gets bumped on the body on the way up. A little confusion from Jackson there. They didn't feel it was a foul.
Mendez, nothing but net on the first one, and the Red Devils strike first, 1-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard.
Something to note here, too, just as kind of a side note here, Brooks Searle not in the game today, dressed in street clothes. Well, he actually dressed really nicely in his game day attire, but will not be playing today for the Red Devils.
Yeah, he came off early in that Rock Springs game on Saturday. So hopefully they do get him going again. Larson at the top. Goes to the free throw line, feeds it to Wetzel underneath the paint, puts the shot up off the glass and in.
Well, and that two-man game across the paint was excellent there. Wetzel finishes well underneath.
So Palmer Wetzel going early. Red Devils now look to Brenner Lim. Gets it over to Cook. He kicks it back out to Lind, right side. Three, that one just touched too hard, pulled in by Larson for Jackson. He takes across the center line. You know what? I can't remember the last time Jackson was here for a night game. Usually it's a Saturday afternoon that we see the Bronx.
I think that's why we're early today, but it is cool to see him here on an evening game.
Wetzel goes for the layup from the right side of the paint, off the glass, pulled in by Lind. Evanston wanting to crank the tempo. Quick pass, Hill goes to Lim on the right side. Back to Jay, straightaway three. Got it!
That's a confident-looking shot from Jay Hill. From the top of the key, a few feet behind the arc, actually, and Jay Hill getting started early is a good sign for the Red Devils.
Red Devils up 4-2 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. As on the right side, they'll go to Larson for three, looking to match, and that one was in and out. Pulled in by Evanston's Mendez. He takes it across the center line, goes to the far block, draws the foul, and one.
Well, and Jackson's got to pay attention to that. Jordan Mendez is excellent in the open court. He kind of hesitates at the three and then just takes it straight to the rack. Easy two.
Mendez puts up the and one. Got it. 2 of 3 from the line today makes it 7-2 on the T7 Propane scoreboard.
Hot start for Mendez with 4 of Evanston's points already.
Baltes passes on the right side to Geitman. Or check that. That is McKinney. Back to Larson in the near far corner, and it's deflected out of bounds by Evanston defender Hill.
Hill is an excellent on-ball one-on-one defender. He gets the deflection there out of bounds.
Noah McKinney to inbound it. Gets it over to Baltes. Now finds Wetzel, goes up against Lind, kicks it back out to Geitman. Passes back out to Larson at the top. Intercepted in the far wing by Mendez. One end to the other, steps in the lane, puts it up, and draws the foul, and it is a what?
It's a wedgie. I got in trouble for that the last time it happened here. I wasn't going to say it, but you set me up for it. No, again, we talked about it. Mendez, open court. You got to be really careful with those long wing passes because he is all over those. We've seen it all year long, him get out in transition.
First one from Mendez is good. And, of course, when he talks about it being a wedgie, he means the ball is wedged in between the net and the glass for our radio listeners, whether you're listening on K9 in Evanston or KZJH in Jackson, as that one is left short. And the Red Devils lead 8-2 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Wetzel goes across center line, poked away by Lind. He's off and running. Is he going to do it? Goes for the layup off the glass and in. I was wondering if we were going to get a jam on that one.
Yeah, I think he wanted those free points, especially early in the game, too. That layup was safe.
10-2 Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Pass is deflected out of bounds, deflected high. Timeout, though, called by Coach Matt Elliott. We'll take a break. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Hey, it's Hunter here with Les Schwab. Just want to let you know we have America's Best Tire Warranty. It's now available at all Les Schwab Tire Centers. It includes our no-hassle road hazard protection, free tire maintenance, and a 60-day ride satisfaction guarantee included for free. Come visit us at Les Schwab Tire Centers today at 157 Bear River Drive in Evanston.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Evanston and Jackson here in the first quarter, as the Red Devils with a 10-2 lead here on the first quarter with 5 minutes and 9 seconds left.
We mentioned it in the pregame, but Evanston getting out to a hot start was really, really important, which they have done here, up 10-2 early on the Jackson Bronx.
Jesse Larson into the game for Jackson. Gets it over to Baltes on the right side. Now finds Wetzel. He goes into the lane. Pulls up, now feeds it underneath to Geitman. Blocked by Evanston, and now Cook sends it forward to Mendez. Goes for the layup off the glass and in.
Yeah, it's just that pressure up top. Wetzel does a good job breaking it down, but Evanston again ends up with the steal in the end there.
Larson in the near corner gets it over to Baltes. At the top, it's Wetzel. Goes into the block, has to spin around the defender, and he's fouled. A push on Evanston. It looked like in the middle of the shot is what they're going to call it, against Riker Lind.
Yeah, Riker Lind, I thought, played pretty good defense there, maybe leaned into the foul a little bit. He felt he was straight up. Wetzel is going to put that pressure on anyone down low all game. So Wetzel, he's sensing, hey, I can't let this game get out of hand here. Takes it upon himself to go to the rack and gets fouled.
Brenner Lim comes out. Riker Pace will come in as Wetzel rolls the first one in. And gets that one as well. So it's a 8-point lead for Evanston as the Red Devils will go Jay Hill, goes Mendez on the left side, back to Hill at the top. Flicks it over to Lind on the right side. Cross-court pass to Mendez. Bounce pass finds Cook. Near far block, off the glass and in. He just kind of waltzed in there with no resistance.
I was wondering when we were going to call Clayton Cook. He's such a huge part of this offense. It's got to be harder than that for the Bronx.
Wetzel.
Nice block from Lind there.
Sends it quickly over to Jay Hill. He goes for the layup and in.
Yeah, Evanston wants a win tonight. You can tell they're really fighting for it. And another timeout from Elliott early in this game.
16-4 with 3:57 left in the first quarter. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Key to the game for the Red Devils was play your game, and so far it has been Red Devils' game as they lead 16-4 here in the first quarter. Elan Olliff and Brad Francis coming to you live from Red Devil Gymnasium in the broadcast booth. And Brad, they've done everything. They've kind of exerted their will on this game early.
Yeah, just an offensive explosion from Evanston to start this game. I feel they're taking out a little frustration on some of these losses that they've had recently here on Jackson, really trying to send a message and trying to get things right before they face Star Valley here on Thursday. And so good signs from Evanston starting this game.
Larson goes across the center line, stops, now bounces it over to McKinney. Now on the near side, it's Larson. Bounces around the defender, finds Wetzel. And now Ethan Hoffman into the game. On the right side, covered by Pace. Wetzel underneath the hoop, gets it back out. 3 ball from McKinney, off the front iron, pulled in by Clayton Cook, who goes above the crowd to get it. Red Devils turn up the tempo, looking to get it to Jordan Mendez in the far corner, and maybe they weren't quite on the same page as the pass goes past Mendez's hands and over the corner, turned over to Jackson.
What stood out to me from that sequence there was really just the kind of the guard skills that both big men have for both teams. You saw Wetzel first. He's such a good facilitator underneath, looking for the open pass. He's finding open looks underneath. Wetzel, great job there. And then Cook on the other side with his handle in the open court, did really well there. Little miscommunication on the pass, but it's just such a luxury to have big men that can play with guard-like skills.
Red Devils setting a trap, and they're trying to get him in a 10-second count here, and they're getting awfully close, but they do pass it over to Wetzel. Jump pass off of the fingertips of McKinney. Right side 3 from McKinney, no good. Pulled in by Pace. Red Devils up the pace. Bounce pass over to Lind. He goes and draws the foul from the near block.
Well, when you're scouting the Red Devils, you have to know that Jordan Mendez and Riker Lind can get out in space quickly. And that's what you saw there. It wasn't really a fast break. Jackson had 2 defenders there, but Evanston likes their chances when they're in the open court 2-on-2.
First one from Lind, just a touch too hard. So he misses the first one. He'll get another opportunity here, but the Red Devils still up 16-4 with still 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. As that one rolls up and in. 17-4 Evanston here in the first. Wetzel passes over to McKinney. Now finds Larson at the free throw line. Back over to Wetzel. Trying to figure out where to go. Hoffman trying to get some space in the far wing. Instead, it'll be Wetzel. Spin move in the paint. Gets it over to Larson. Back to Wetzel on the right side. Free throw line extended. Cook on defense there. Feeds it over to Larson, who puts the acrobatic layup up and in over the defender. 17-6 on the T7 Propane scoreboard as Jesse Larson picks up his first points. Evanston misses the shot on the other end. Wetzel across the center line, now stops in the right elbow. Right side 3 by McKinney off the base iron. Pulled in by the only person waiting under the net. It's Lind. Red Devils now moves it over to Mendez on the right corner. Lind goes Lind on the left wing. Back over to Mendez, finds Lim. Thought about a jump shot from the free throw line instead. Tries to go in even closer. Lind, left corner, steps for the 3, and that one short off the front iron. Rebound is loose, pulled in by Pace. He puts the layup up over the defender, no good. Gets his own rebound back, but the ball's loose, and we're gonna get a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Jackson.
Oh, that's good work from the Red Devils down low with multiple tries on the offensive glass, but also good work from Wetzel inside deep really trying to make it difficult on Evanston to score.
Brenner Lynn back into, no, not Brenner, Jay Hill back into the game for Evanston. Brenner was in that last play. Wetzel goes across the center line with Lind in tow. Drives towards the right side, hands off to Baltes. Passes back to Wetzel on the right wing. Wetzel cuts into the elbow, puts the shot up, draws the foul from about 5 feet out. And that'll now send Wetzel to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's real fun to watch Jackson play with Wetzel as a real facilitator there. Kind of like when you watch, the Nuggets play, watch Jokic with the ball. He catches the ball in the high post. It's so dangerous on the pass that he finds openings all over the floor. And he also can score the ball. So Wetzel's one that they're really going to have to pay attention to on this side of the floor. And he's starting to claw Jackson back into this game with some of his play.
First one short from Wetzel. Second one drops through, so he's 3 of 4. Makes it a 10-point game. Minute 19 still left in the first quarter as a game that started but felt like on a pretty frenetic pace has kind of settled in a little bit here. Hill on the left side now gets it over to Lind on the right wing, gets a screen from Pace, kicks it over to Lim, drives to the elbow, puts the jump shot up. Just a touch too hard, pulled in by Jackson. The Bronx will now get McKinney, who takes it over the center line. 57 seconds left. McKinney steps into the paint, now kicks it back out. Right side three, Geitman off of the front iron, pulled in by Cook. 49 seconds left. Cook goes Hill on the left side. Now dribbles towards the free throw line, flicks it to Lim, who quickly goes Lind. Right side three, that one off of the rim. Pulled in by Baltes, and Jackson with it with 36 seconds left. Baltes over the center line, and Red Devils lead by 10. Bounce pass over towards the top. Jump shot is off the base iron from Jackson, pulled in by Lim. Red Devils with 20 seconds left. Lim looks like he wants to calm things down, as it seems like we saw about 4 possessions in the last 10 seconds. Lim going around the outside, back to Lind, who goes Lim. Hill on the left wing finds Cook with 4 seconds left. Cook underneath the hoop, gets it up and in.
Just a perfectly executed play to end the quarter there for Evanston to cap off a really impressive quarter for the Red Devils.
Red Devils lead 19-7 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
When you're thinking about buying or selling a home, commercial building, or property, one of the most important things to put on your list is a thorough property inspection by a certified master inspector. The same inspector that real estate professionals and lending institutions rely on. Enter Highline Property Inspections. Highline Property Inspections backs up their inspections with photo documentation showing you those hard-to-get-to locations above, in, and under your property. Begin your real estate transaction with a peace of mind provided by HighlinePropertyInspections.com. HighlinePropertyInspections.com.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. 19-7. Your score on the T7 Propane scoreboard as we enter quarter number 2. Evanston with the basketball going left to right. Lim gets it over to Hill. Now back over to Mendez on the right side. Hill on the far side, bounces out to Cook. Looking for Lind. Goes Hill on the left. Finds Cook again. Evanston trying to find the shot. Intercepted by McKinney for the Bronx.
It's a nice turnover from the Bronx. They're putting that defensive zone down low and kept it in that right or left-hand corner and really got a nice steal off Cook's entry pass.
At the top, it's Wetzel. Now goes McKinney. Pass over to Baltes, and that one goes towards the right side, leaves it back out to McKinney again. 7 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Wetzel at the right side, free throw line extended. Goes in the paint, looking to make a move against Cook, but his hook shot well short, pulled in by Lind. And now the Red Devils are on the move. Lim gets it over to Mendez, who goes Lind. He goes into lane. Jump shot from the free throw line. Short. Pulled in by McKinney.
Shooting for Evanston out of the half court has been a little tough. They've seen most of their scoring in transition. Almost got another steal from Mendez there on the wing pass. But yeah, Jackson's defense has actually done a pretty good job so far, especially in the half court, of making it frustrating for Evanston. They're not shooting a high percentage when they can actually get them slowed down in the half court.
Starter Aaron Larson just checked in back into the game. Inbound play coming from Noah McKinney. It'll go to Larson, covered by Hill. Drives towards the right side, now feeds Wetzel on the right wing. Gets it back over to Chapman. Now McKinney again in corner. Tries to spin move against Lim on the left block. Takes too many steps, travel, turnover to Evanston.
Just really good defense from Brenner Lim there. Keeps his feet, stays straight up, and then forces the travel. That's a turnover, and you'd credit that to Lim.
Hill goes Lim. Now on the right wing, it's Mendez. Moving around the outside. Lob pass. Jay Hill goes up, gets it, comes back down, goes under the hoop, and puts it up and in.
It's just a perfect play for the defense that they're running. There's no one marking the wing on the opposite side. You shrink the court a little bit, let him cut to the hoop, and he's wide open on the backside.
Football score 21-7. Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Larson on the right wing with 6 minutes to play. Cuts into the elbow, goes to the free throw line. Lob pass out to McKinney in the near corner. Now they'll find Wetzel at the free throw line, back to Larson. Thought about a shot instead. He'll go back to Wetzel, gets it back to Larson. Pass inside the elbow, intercepted by Lim. Sends it forward to Clayton Cook. He steps into the lane, puts the shot over Wetzel and in.
It's a really fantastic move from Clayton Cook with the Euro step around a really good defender and then lays it up in the lane there.
Wetzel at the center logo. Pass intercepted by Clayton Cook, and the Red Devils off and running again. Lind gets the bounce pass, looking to bounce it out, but it's deflected by Larson. Lind open, far corner three, off the base iron, pulled in by Cook. Now pass out to Mendez. Thought about a shot instead, will go Cook. Hands off back Mendez. And now the Red Devils just moving the ball around the outside, slowing things down. Hill, bounce pass, finds Cook at the free throw line. Lind in the near corner along the baseline, goes for the layup and in.
Really like the pump fake from Lind there. Struggled on the three-point shot, but they know he's a good three-point shooter, and so he uses that to his advantage and gets to the basket, watches the ball go through the hoop. This might help with this three-point shot later.
Foul in the other end of the floor, as it looked like that a hold on Geitman was committed.
Yeah, it was Jay Hill there. They're trying to put some pressure on the high post. Jackson's trying to go to that kind of a horns look, too high on the post there. It's what they go to frequently, and Evanston's really trying to put pressure on that pass.
Baxter and Pace into the game for the Red Devils. Wetzel puts up the shot against Baxter, off the glass and in. So Wetzel has been pretty much the points for Jackson today. He's got 7 of their 9. Hill feeds it over to Pace, back over to Mendez. Open, far corner three. That one off the base iron. Chases his own rebound back, takes it to the far block and in.
And just a little pump fake midair to get the defense solitary. Oh, what a finish from Jordan Mendez, and that's just progressed throughout the year. He's really come alive his senior season. Good to see Jordan Mendez playing like he is.
Student section with the Jordan Mendez chant as Wetzel puts up the floater and draws the foul. It's going to come against Mendez, and Wetzel will shoot 2.
Yeah, Mendez caught, maybe overplaying the steal there, almost gets it, but Wetzel, like we've talked about already, so good on the ball, evades the defender, gets a free throw shot, makes his first one there.
27-10 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. 2:53 left in the half. As Wetzel, short on that one, pulled in by Pace from the crowd. Sends it to Lim on the right side. Now back over to Mendez. Hill on the left wing to Lim. Left corner three. That one in and out. Rebound pulled in by Baxter, who goes into the crowd. Beautiful feed to Hill. as he will go ahead and let Jackson take that ball out of his hands and put it over the baseline. Red Devil basketball.
Baxter playing some important minutes here. Played some good defense already. Good rebound there to extend the play.
Mendez inbounds to Pace. Goes to Baxter. Takes one dribble. Mendez. Left side three. Got it.
Well, you have to wonder when the cap would come off the basket in terms of three-point shooting for the Red Devils. Jordan Mendez sinks that one. Had Jay Hill hit one earlier, but three-point shooting's been tough for the Red Devils so far.
Geitman with it on the right side of the free throw line. Hands it off to Larson. Puts up the floater from the right elbow. Rebound pulled in by Geitman, and they're going to go back out to Wetzel. Covered by Baxter. Steps into the paint cut and then kicks it back out for a three from Barthez, and it's good.
Yeah, Baltez does really well there to just shoot off the pass, and confident shot, and gets three on the board for the Jackson Bronx.
30-13 Red Devils. Jump shot from the free throw line by Pace. That one bounces off the rim high and in.
Friendly roll there from Riker Pace. Good to see him get some points on the board. He works hard, does a lot for the Red Devils, and it's nice to see him pay off with some points.
32-13 Evanston on the T7 Propane scoreboard, as it's Chapman. Now goes over to Wetzel. He goes to three. Red Devils tries a layup. Wanted the foul, not going to happen. Red Devils get it. Quickly passing it across the court, looking for Mendez, but he can't control it on underneath the hoop, and it's out of bounds. Turnover to Jackson.
Well, and what's so hard for Jackson right now that they're going to have to adjust to is Brenner Lim, Jay Hill come out, and they trade him in for Riker Lynn, Clayton Cook. I mean, that's a foot difference between both of them there, so it's big time for the Red Devils to get taller.
Turnover created by Paul Baxter, the future University of Alabama alumni. Gets it over to Clayton Cook, goes for the jam, and he missed it, but he gets his own rebound back and makes good on it.
Yeah. I mean, he went for it there, Clayton Cook, and just barely rolls out, but he's paid off by getting his own rebound. I think Coach would be okay with that.
I was about to say, if you're Clayton Cook, you have to get that back and make it fall in your direction if that's the case. On the other end, great defense by Evanston, causes the ball to go over the baseline. Jackson will keep it with an inbound play under the Red Devil bucket.
Well, and I think Jackson can't go into this, Wetzel trying to take over mode. He still needs to be a facilitator, find open players. I think a couple times he's tried to draw some fouls there, and I like it better when he's looking for the open man.
Wetzel kicks it out to Chapman, near side three, got it.
Just like that, he finds Chapman in the corner, and Wetzel, with his vision, finding those open shooters, they'll pay off eventually, so keep going to those passes if you're Wetzel. Nice shot.
Mendez wants to slow things down with 1:11 separating them from the locker room, and a 34-16 lead for the Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Baxter flicks it over to Lind, finds Mendez in the right corner. Drives towards the top, bounces it out to Clayton Cook underneath the hoop, steps around the defender, puts the layup up, misses it, gets it back, and take two is good.
Well, I was about to be a little annoyed with Clayton Cook there because I thought he was going to pass the ball, and when he's earned that positioning down low, he needs to use it. Good layup from him.
Floater from Chapman goes in and out. Red Devils get the rebound with 37 seconds left, and now Baxter's going to facilitate. 33 seconds, it's Baxter in between the circles. 29 seconds, Baxter still holding. Red Devils with a 36-16 lead here in the second quarter. Mendez on the left side, and Baxter still with a foot firmly planted in between the top of the arc and the center logo. Mendez on the left side with 13. Back over to Lind. Pace, feeds it to Cook, bumps up against the defender, puts it up and in.
And that's just good offense to finish the quarter again. It's good coaching, both the first and second quarters, getting points. Nice job from the Red Devils.
Half-court shot falls short from Jackson, and the Red Devils lead it 38-16 going into the locker room. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When you need a plumber, call the one you can count on. Brad Kopp with Panda Plumbing. Fast quality, reliable service at competitive prices. When you need a plumber, call Panda Plumbing. I'm the plumber you can count on. Panda Plumbing, 307-258-1450.
When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
We know you're on the go, and that's why having the right financial partner is so important. At Trona Valley, we're here to make banking easy for you. Whether you prefer banking online or in person, we've got you covered. Manage your money anytime, anywhere with our digital banking services. Check balances, transfer funds, or pay bills. We also offer youth loans, scholarships, and so much more. Whatever your financial needs, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you. Visit us online at tronavalley.com or stop by to see us. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
The picture of our eyes arrived. I want to see it. Dad, can you tell me whose eyes are whose?
Yep, your eye's the bottom green one and hers is the top green one. In addition to easily observable differences in eyes, there are also variations in how our eyes view the world. Some of this has to do with our posture. At a conference earlier this year, our staff used a new device that provided customized measurements for glasses, taking into account a person's typical stance. Check it out the next time you want glasses that are uniquely fit to you. You into Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours.
Welcome back to the UNTA Eye and Vision halftime show. Elan, Olliff, and Brad Francis coming to you live from Red Devil Gymnasium, where, as they call them, the best in the West, the Evanston Classics, on the court right now, entertaining the fans here at Red Devil Gymnasium. And if you want to come be a part of the fun, you got two more opportunities this basketball season. Thursday, Evanston will play Star Valley in a massive doubleheader that could determine who wins the quadrant. Girls play at 6, boys play at 7:30, and then a week from Thursday we'll wrap up the regular season on senior night against Riverton, same times, girls at 6, boys at 7:30. Time for our first half stats and highlights, brought to you by our friends at Wyoming Wild Meats, where you can afford to feed your family and fill your freezer. Evanston outscores Jackson 19-4 in the first quarter and 19-12 in the second quarter. The Bronx being led right now by Palmer Wetzel with 8 of the 16 points for the Bronx. They are 4 of 6 from the free throw line, and 2 3-point shots have fallen for the Red Devils. They are being led tonight so far by Jordan Mendez with 14. They are 4 of 7 from the free throw line, with only 2 Red Devils making it to the charity stripe in the first half, and 2 have fallen from beyond the arc. That is your first half stats and highlights, brought to you by Wyoming Wild Meats, where you can afford to feed your family and fill your freezer. When we come back, we'll have a special edition of our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. Brought to you by First Bank of Wyoming.
From jerky to fresh cuts, Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is your trusted source for high-quality meats. Locally processed and packed with care, we're proud to serve our community. Stop by today and taste the difference. Wyoming Wild Meats, located behind the Maverick in Lyman.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Enjoy the thrills of the silver screen right here in Evanston with the Aspen Cinemas Real Rewards program. With 3 different tiers to match your budget, the Real Rewards program is a great and affordable way to enable you to spend quality time with the whole family. With great perks up to free movies and 20% off on concessions, you won't find a better deal. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the peace of mind knowing you are getting the best value for your dollar with the Aspen Cinemas Real Rewards program. Only at Aspen Cinemas, 45 Aspen Grove Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Uinta I Envision halftime show. Time for our Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas. Because of the quick turnaround between the game on Saturday and no school yesterday, we weren't able to record a new Red Devil Spotlight, but we want to give a special shout out to a few young men who are getting ready to represent Evanston at the highest level of Wyoming high school swimming. Evanston Red Devils boys swim team has not 1, not 5, but 9 individual state qualifiers that are going to be going to Gillette on Thursday to compete. And they are some of the who's who of the Evanston Red Devil swim community. Of course, we have Eldon Hoagman, Jacob Olson, Hiram Bell, Brady Schmidt, Lance Bain, Max Eisen, Michael Adams, Michael Jackson, Cash Quillinen, and then Draven Nebeker and Juan Segura are going for the relays. So those 11 young men will be making the trip to Gillette. Best of luck. And the exciting thing about that, Brad, is of those 11 young men I mentioned, only one of them is a senior. So we've got a lot of great young swimming talent that is going to be back for next year. But let's go see what happens this year.
Yeah, we wish them best of luck in everything that they're doing. We have, great programs up and down the school here in Evanston, and really proud of our boys swimming team. And yeah, best of luck. Hopefully all turns out the way that they want it to. Absolutely.
That is our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas, inviting you to check out The Unbreakable Boy. When Scott and Teresa learn that their son Austin has autism and brittle bone disease, they initially worry about his future. However, with Scott's growing faith and Austin's incredible spirit, they become unbreakable as they find joy and gratitude and courage in the most trying times. That is The Unbreakable Boy, starting February 21st, but you can get your tickets now at aspencinemas.com or scan the QR code on the graphic. Also check out their Real Rewards program with options for every budget and great benefits and perks, including up to 20% off concessions and free movies. Get all the info at aspencinemas.com. Joining me now, we have Evanston Lady Red Devils basketball head coach Roy Barker. Coach, you got the win. You guys are off to a good start for this big week.
Yeah, you know what? We know Dry's struggled a little bit, but I've been watching them on film. They've been playing tough the first half of all their games, so I knew they were going to be tough to kind of put away, and we let them kind of back into it a little bit in that second quarter, but the third quarter just came out, and they were hungry. Our girls wanted to play better and play hard, got good shots, got a lot of steals, and we took care of business, so I was really proud of them.
The defense was fantastic tonight, especially in that second quarter.
Yeah. Well, that was just the second, third, and fourth quarter. Man, they just got after it. And just proud of them. They know how to play basketball now. We just got to get a little bit better at it, right? They know what to do, and they're playing the effort that I want. Now we just got to get better.
All right, now next one is one of the biggest games of the year, Star
absolutely.
Valley on Thursday. What are your early thoughts on that one?
We got to play better. They're shooting the ball. That's one thing. Star Valley, they're winning a lot of games right now. They're shooting the ball better than they have been in the past. And their defense is really, really solid. I expect a battle. I expect our girls. They want to win. Whether it's tiebreakers or whatever, it doesn't matter. We've got to just get better at playing basketball, and the girls are excited. So we'll see what happens.
Last question for you. A lot of young talent out there. You had Robinette, you had Kral, you had Green. All of those are players that are going to be parts of this this puzzle moving forward. How excited does that make you for the future of this team?
I just want to commend a lot of the parents, for all the effort that they put into those young kids over the years. And so those freshmen came in ready. There's a bunch of freshmen that are just solid. And then, having these sophomores with, Green and Ashton and Ashton and Addie, they're just hungry. They're getting better. It's so much fun to watch, and I think the program's it's got a good future.
That's Coach Roy Barker of the Evanston girls basketball team. Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations on the big win. Anything else for wrap it up?
Yeah, let's go, boys.
All right. That ends our UNTI vision, where our vision is to improve yours. And the boys' vision, it's to improve this lead, as they have been off to a flying start in this one, leading it 38-16, scoring 19 points in both of the previous quarters. Jackson, though, responds with a bucket right out the bat from Aaron Larson.
Larson with a nice take to the hoop and finishes it with ease. That might bode well here for Jackson in the second half. You have to think that they weren't happy with their defensive output in the first half.
Red Devils by 20 as Clayton Cook puts the shot up over the defender and in.
Well, and I think that's something that Evanston maybe didn't go to as much in the first half that they'll look to is Cook underneath, because he does well making shots from there.
He's got 14 tonight. Larson with a bad pass, but it's picked up by Baltes. He takes it to the near block, floater and in.
Yeah, nice offensive energy to start from Jackson to start this half. Baltes with a nice floater over Cook there. So, some signs of life from their offense there. They're a little stagnant in the first half. They're going to need more production here to get back in this game. 6
points have been scored just in the first minute of this third quarter between the two teams. Gets it over to Hill. Near corner three. That one off the front iron. Rebound pulled in by Cook. He'll feed it over to Lim. Puts the shot over the two defenders and in.
Just what a play from Brenner Lim, and it's a good cut. Cook doing well on the offensive glass between two defenders. It's a good all-around play from Evanston.
Red Devils up 42-20 as the missed shot by the Bronx. Larson blocked, but a rebound by Baltes puts it up and in.
Yeah, they're just being more opportunistic in their chances here. The problem is on the defensive end, they haven't stopped Evanston yet. So to get back in this game, they're going to have to create some turnovers on this end as well.
Cook trapped in the far corner. Now goes Lind. Mendez near corner, drives along the baseline, puts up the shot. That one rims in and out. Rebound pulled in by Cook as his pass is deflected right back to him. Cook jump pass, finds Lind on the right side, charges in. Now reverses out. Bounce pass looking for Lim, but it is out of bounds off of Jackson over the baseline.
Yeah, Lind maybe just trying to do a little too much on that cut. It wasn't really open there inside. I could see the idea there. I mean, Cook really to start this half has been a monster on the boards.
Inbound play goes Lind at the top for three off of the baseline. Rebound pulled in by Hill, who goes above three. Bronx to get it back. Mendez goes Lind, who goes back to Hill. And now the Red Devils move it around the outside. Lim caught on the right side, steps into the elbow, passes over to Hill. Quick pass over to Cook, drives along the baseline, puts it off the glass easily and in.
Yeah, there's going to be a timeout here from Coach Watsabaugh.
And we'll take it with them. Red Devils up 44-22 on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball. Live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintacountycd.com.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callis Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Lind from the left side for 3 off of the iron is right out of the timeout. Jackson with a Baltes 3-ball that falls short. And now the Broncs have it back here in the third quarter. 44-22, Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Elan, Olliff, and Brad Francis coming to you live from Red Devil Gymnasium. Wetzel from the near block puts the hook shot up too much, and Mendez was waiting for it.
Good sign for Jackson early as other individuals getting involved in the game outside of Wetzel, especially offensively. Problem is they haven't been able to cut into this lead because Evanston's offense has come out hot in the second half as well.
Hill on the near side now gets it over to Lind, who goes Cook back to Lind, finds Hill. Near side, thought about a 3, and it looks like Evanston wants to play that old school kill the clock game as Mendez goes Hill on the near side, back over to Lim on the right, goes into the lane, hops into the paint, puts the jump shot up and in.
And that's going to be there all day as Jackson goes to close out. One step in, there's a lot of open space in that mid-range that Brenner Lim is so good in at just stopping on a dime and hitting that shot.
46-21 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. McKinney loses the ball, picked up by Lynn, goes for the easy layup and gets the points.
Yeah, and a little bit of a frustrating shooting night for Lind. You like to see him get those steals, get out in open transition, and get his points.
7 points, though, for him. So he's figuring out a way to get it done one way or the other. McKinney at the free throw line. Hands off to Larson. Straightaway 3. That one off the base iron, pulled in by Lind. And the Red Devils go again. It's Mendez along the near far sideline, covered by Larson. 3 minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Hill on the near side, bounces it over to Cook along the baseline, puts it up off the glass and in.
Yeah, they're just putting Cook in that short corner there between the three-point line and the block. And when they get him that clean look, he's so good with the ball in his hands that he's finding open layups down low.
McKinney tried a spin move in the lane, now feeds Larson, blocked by Mendez over the baseline.
Yeah, Larson did a good job with the pump fake, but Mendez didn't bite on it. Gets a clean block. We'll see what Jackson has cooked up for the baseline out of bounds play here.
Riker Pace in for Riker Lind as they'll lob it up top to Geitman. Steps on the free throw line, gets it over to Jesse Larson, and a foul on the play. It's going to come against Mendez. It's the first one against Evanston, and for Jordan, it's his second.
Yeah, we're flying through this half as well. Not too many fouls so far in this game. Shouldn't play a factor later here with really no one in foul trouble.
Wetzel, lob pass up high to Geitman. Passes it over to Larson on the right side. Goes into the paint, puts up the layup, draws the foul against Mendez. That's his third.
Yeah, as I said that, Mendez picks up his third foul. It's a good job from, is that Larson? Yeah, Larson taking it inside, putting pressure on Mendez. I like that he went to that after getting blocked by Mendez earlier, too. That's putting that in the pass and really going after it.
First one from Larson is good. Makes it 50-23 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Clayton Cook will come out and Riker Lind will come in. Cook, how about the game he's having? He has got 18.
Yeah, he's playing really, really well. Free throw percentage for Larson is 63% on the year. Looks good on both of those.
Yeah, and that one was literally nothing but net. 50-24. Red Devils lead with 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. Lim in between the circles goes to Hill on the right wing. Now kicks it back over to Mendez. Takes the dribble, goes towards the right. Now reverses direction, and he's pushed as that will set up a foul called against Jackson.
Yeah, that'll be on Hoffman. Trying to play defense on Mendez. He pulls out all the moves there and really puts pressure on him, and he gets a bump.
Second one on Jackson. Our first one on Jackson, second one on Hoffman. Mendez on the right side, now jumps past Hill on the near wing. Back over to Mendez. In between the circles, Lim on the right, jump pass, finds Hill. Goes to the baseline, now trapped by Wetzel. Pitches it back out to Lind. Finds pace on the near elbow. Evanston doing that clock-killing game here. 2 minutes left, Lind to the near block, bounces it out to Lim, hops into the pass. Open, J. Hill right side 3. Off of the base iron, pulled in by Riker Pace, but they're going to call a jump ball as Jackson was there. Possession arrow keeps it with the Red Devils.
Yeah, and I think Coach Watsabaugh really just preaching to him, take your time, find the best shot, right? With a lead like this, you don't want to be, seduced into taking the first shot. Take the best shot.
Hill, left side three, good.
You can't leave Hill wide open on a baseline out of bounds play in the corner there. He will make you pay with his three-point shooting.
Hill with 8, and that's his second three-point field goal. Jackson looking for an answer. Jump shot from Wetzel, left side free throw line extended, falls in. That's now 10 for Wetzel. Lim at the top, gets it over to Mendez on the near wing. Pace at the free throw line, puts up the jump shot, in and out, pulled in by Wetzel. Here comes the Bronx. A minute 18 remaining here in the third quarter. Wetzel to the free throw line, spin move, puts up the floater off the back, rattles in and out, pulled in by Evanston's Jay Hill. And now he'll send it to Lim. He goes to the top of the arc on the right wing with a minute 4 remaining. Lim inside the far elbow, gets it to Hill, straightaway three, got it!
Well, and when he feels that range, he can go on a hot streak here and hit quite a few threes, so that's something Jacksons need to be careful of and mark him wherever he's at.
11 for Jay Hill tonight, but 3 from beyond the arc. Bounce pass stolen by Hill in the paint, and now he'll slow things down with 38 seconds left here in the third quarter.
What a veteran move there from Hill. Could have pushed and got out in transition, saw that there was 38 seconds on the clock. With this lead, best thing to do is, not get out into this run and gun game, give them more opportunities at shots, but really take this clock down to the end. It's just smart basketball from Jay Hill.
20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Lim on the right wing. 15 seconds is a pass to Mendez. 13 seconds, 12 seconds to Hill. Bounce pass over to Pace at 10 seconds. Mendez takes it in. And a foul called with 7 seconds as they were trying to set up another Jay Hill three-point shot.
And really not a bad foul with only 7 seconds left where you felt the shot was coming and have 4 fouls to give. It might be something Jackson looks to again. Instead of making an easy shot here, you can foul and force it to be a little bit more difficult.
Mendez with the inbound play. Lobs it up high. It looked like he's trying to go to Riker Land, but it's taken down by Larson. 3 seconds left. Larson, one end to the other. Puts up the shot off the glass at the buzzer and no good. And we're off to the fourth. Evanston with a pretty commanding lead. It's 56-26 on the T7 Propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Elan, Olliff, and Brad Francis coming to you live as we start the fourth quarter. 56-26 as Larson converts the shot and will shrink that one down to 56-28. Red Devils bounce Clayton Cook along the baseline, gets it out to Lind, right side three, got it.
Nice to see one of those threes fall for Lind. It immediately counteracts Larson's three that banked in on the other side.
Pass over to McKinney as it was Aaron Larson with the three that fell. Making it 59-29 and a turnover on the other end. Red Devils bring it forward with 7 minutes and 6 seconds left. Mendez takes it in the lane, puts up the layup, draws the foul and one. Mendez with 16 points.
Well, Mendez has been impressive today. Cook has been impressive today. You could really feel that they craved a win. This team is used to winning. Dropping 3 out of 4 was tough on them, and they wanted to come out today, send a message, which I think they've done pretty well through 3 quarters here, really taking the game to Jackson.
Mendez hits it, and the Red Devils extend the lead 62 to 29 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Right side, Larson. Now flicks this one over for Jackson to Chapman. McKinney for 3, that one. Rebound by Lind, but what a rebound it was.
You can see Cook trying to go for Mendez there, loses it on the turnover. Mendez was backing out to the three-point line.
Gets it over towards the left side for 3. That one short, rebound up and in for Gateman. Timeout taken. We'll take it as well. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball. Live on mylocalradio.com. Red Devils up 62-31 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball. Live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Riker Pace with a big hook shot falls through, and it's 64-31 Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. And a steal by the Red Devils on the other end. Mendez bounce pass over to Pace, looking to put up the shot from the far block, and Jackson bops it out of bounds. Red Devil basketball.
Yeah, they say it's off Baltez there on the baseline, out of bounds.
Mendez inbounds Lind on the right side. Passes back to Mendez, 5 minutes, 25 seconds. Finds Cook as he loses the basketball between the defenders, but gets it over to Lind. Hill on the right wing, back to Lind. Mendez on the near corner, back to Cook. Feeds it to Pace, off the glass. Oh, just couldn't get that one to fall. Great look by Pace. And the Bronx take it. Baltez, right side 3. Left short, pulled in by Lind as he gets it off the bounce.
I love this action from the Red Devils. Big man to big man, Cook across to Pace. It's now happened twice. First one, Pace converted on, not the second, but I really like that type of basketball, looking for the open man underneath.
Rafe Wiedrich just took his warm-up off and went to the front of the bench as Clayton Cook banks it off the glass and in.
Does that give him 20 on the day?
Yep.
And that's a great night for Clayton Cook. He's been all over the place on offense and defense.
No free throws, no opportunities for Clayton Cook either, which is a big part of his game.
Yeah.
Baltez gets it over to Larson on the left side for 3, and that one by Geitman, in and out. Rebound pulled in by Evanston's Mendez. Red Devils send it forward to Pace, off the glass and is in on the fast break.
You got to love a big man that runs the court like Riker Pace, even in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left.
Red Devils up 68-31 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball. Live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Red Devils with a 68-31 lead and find themselves less than, I believe, 4 minutes away from improving to 3-1 in the quadrant. Just over 4 minutes away from improving to 3-1 in the quadrant. Evanston has outscored Jackson 12-5 on the T7 Propane scoreboard.
Well, and like you mentioned, Rafe Wiedrich seeing the floor for some varsity minutes here at the end. These are big minutes for Rafe.
Paul Baxter also into the game as well. Larson bounces it out to Wetzel, goes into the lane, stops at the right block, draws the foul, and one.
Nice play from Wetzel there. We also have another young guy coming in, Brandon Blackwell. Maybe not young, but going to see the floor today.
And he'll come in for Clayton Cook. So I think we're slowly but surely going to start seeing the future of this team come out as Wetzel hits that one to make it 68-34 on the T7 Propane scoreboard.
Yeah, really cool to see Blackwell get some minutes here on varsity. Like to see what he would do with that, as well as Wiedrich. I think both of them have, big opportunities here for the Red Devils looking into next year.
Hill gets it over to Wiedrich on the left wing. Jump pass finds Pace at the block, flicks it back out to Baxter at the top. He'll go back to Wiedrich. 3 minutes, 32 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Red Devils with a big 68-34 lead. Baxter on the near wing. Gets it over to Pace. Jump shot in front of the free throw line. Falls through. Riker Pace. How about that? As the Red Devils have got 70 tonight.
Yeah, this might be Pace's season high today. He's been scoring, especially in that kind of mid-range high post area.
Yeah, he's got 8. Wetzel on the right side, covered by Blackwell. Now in between Blackwell and Pace, goes off of the defender, off of the Jackson player, and now Wetzel gets it over to Larson, bounces out, left side 3 is off the mark from Ethan Hoffman and out of bounds. Red Devil basketball. And here comes Hudson Hill for his brother. No, it's not for Jay Hill. Hudson Hill and Jay Hill are going to share a varsity court. How cool is that?
Yeah, cool moments here for the Hill parents, seeing both their kids out there playing guard spots. And Hudson Hill, also another bright spot in the future here. Plays a lot like his brother. You might mistake him if you're not careful out there. They look similar too.
Wiedrich goes into the paint, puts up the shot, draws the foul, and Rafe to the free throw line.
And that's really the strength of Wiedrich's game. He is a creator. He's good off the dribble, has a nice shot in the mid-range, and we'll see how he does from the free throw line to get some varsity points here.
Riker Pace at the scorer's table as Wiedrich hits the first one. And now Riker Pace will come in for Jay Hill.
So they did share the court, the Hill brothers, for, 15 seconds maybe? That was cool for them.
Wiedrich can't get that one to fall as he's 1 for 2, and the rebound is out of bounds off of Evanston. Bronx will take over. Inbound play coming up for Colin Pape.
Good work from Blackwell, though, to make the rebound really difficult. Got inside there on the Bronx.
Larson goes across the center line. They'll go to Will King. Now back out towards the top. It's Chapman on the left side. That is Hoffman. And now right side drawing the foul, Larson. So he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, I like Larson's game. Shifty from up top. Finds openings in the defense. He catches Paul Baxter just a step behind there. Has to bump him on the body to prevent a shot here.
So that's Aaron Larson, not Jesse Larson. That'll shoot the free throws. His first trip to the line tonight. Puts the shot up, and that one just touched too hard. Well, right now, Riker Pace sits at 8 points. Do you feel like there might be an attempt to try to get him to double digits tonight?
Well, I think with how active he's been down low, I think there's a high possibility with 2:08 left he could get one. I was questioning whether they're going to get to 80 in this game, Evanston Red Devils. That's a pretty high number for them, but we're running out of clock, I think, for that to happen.
Hill goes to Baxter, hands off to Wiedrich, drives into the lane, loses the basketball, and a foul called. Looks like it's going to be on Hoffman against Jackson, so off-ball foul against the Bronx, and it'll keep the ball with Evanston with 1:56 to play.
It was a little bit of a late whistle there. Jackson was kind of off running, so they were a little confused.
Hudson Hill to inbound the ball, bounces it over to Blackwell, puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound is off of Evanston's Riker Pace, who's going for it, and over the baseline. Bronx ball.
Yeah, very close to points there for Blackwell. He does well to go up strong with the ball, almost gets it to fall. So you're liking the activity that you're seeing from the younger guys today, too.
Left side three, Chapman, good.
It's a good shot from Chapman, confident shot.
Chapman with his second three ball today, and it makes it 71-38. Baxter on the right side, hands off Wiedrich. Now gets it back over to Baxter on the near corner, driving along the baseline, looking for the reverse layup, and he got it.
It's a really smooth move from Baxter. Pump fakes on the three, and then really smooth on the reverse layup.
Chapman for three again and drains it.
Yeah, he's getting his points here at the end of the game. 2 threes in a row from the exact same spot.
He's got 9 on the day. 1:05 still. Hand off to Baxter. Drives towards the top, stops, bounce pass, and a travel called as Pace put the shot up and in.
Well, that would have been his double digits there. Baxter just kind of slides that pivot foot as he's looking for that pass, waiting for that lane to open up.
Gets it over towards the right side. It's Chapman, and he loses the basketball. Ball's on the ground. Wiedrich dives for it, and we got a jump ball. Possession arrow. Gives it to Evanston with 46 seconds left.
And there's just so much to like about Wiedrich's game there. You saw that on defense, just scrapping, looking for balls, getting his hand, disrupting the offense, getting his hand in there. I just really like Wiedrich's game.
Travel called on Wiedrich. And most of these guys that we're seeing out there are juniors and sophomores. We're about to go from a pretty senior-heavy team to kind of something similar to what we see in the girls program, where we're going to have a lot of development and a lot of good young talent coming up.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, there goes Pace with the steal. He wants to give another chance to Evanston. Gets it over to Hill in between the circles. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I think these boys here, I think they're learning from these older players. They got a lot of role models to look up to as seniors, and the future's bright for both programs. Excited to see where Evanston goes from here in future years.
Baxter's going to dribble it out. 3, 2, and 1. Red Devils get a big victory coming back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Win this one. Final score, Evanston 73, Jackson 41. We'll be right back with our post-game show after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olliff, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
Whether it's an enclosed cab tractor for those freezing winter days or a smaller hobby tractor for backyard projects, Covelo Auto Farm has you covered. From haying to snow removal, we offer the equipment you need year-round, featuring trusted brands like Massey Ferguson and Vermeer. Stop by and see us at 80 Reese Road in Mountain View today. Covelo Auto Farm, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Time for our post-game show. We'll kick it off with the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. This one was really Evanston taking all 4 quarters, 19-4 in the first, 19-12 in the second, 18-10 in the third, and 17-15 in the fourth. But great fourth quarter from Jackson, but the way Evanston played the previous 3 quarters just kind of put this one away.
Evanston was consistent all night. You look at their scoring, first quarter 19, second quarter 19, third quarter 18, fourth quarter 17, and that was with their bench in there for the most part. So Evanston really consistent, scoring the whole way, putting pressure on the wings, getting into fast break. Their 3-point shot really wasn't going most of the night, and they still found a way to get out in transition, score easy baskets.
Jesse Larson for Jackson. I got Jesse Larson for 4, Van Baltes for 7, Aaron Larson for 6, Ryder Chapman for 9. 6 of those coming with massive 3 points in the fourth quarter. 2 for Will Geitman and a team high 13 for Palmer Wetzel. For the Evanston Red Devils, for Jackson, by the way, they shoot 8 of 11 from the free throw line, so pretty good, and get 5 3-pointers to fall. For the Evanston Red Devils, I got 17 for Jordan Mendez, 10 for Riker Lind, a free throw for Waif Wiedrick, 11 for Jay Hill, 2 for Paul Baxter, 4 for Brenner Lim, 8 for Riker Pace, and a game-high 20 for Clayton Cook. Red Devils shoot 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Between only 3 guys going to the free throw line, it was Mendez, Lind, and Wiedrick were the only 3 Red Devils to get to the charity stripe, and they also get 5 3-pointers to fall as well. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. We're going to step aside. We come back, we'll have our Dr. McKay Franco Precision Play of the Game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta Bosie's number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Welcome back to the post-game show here at Red Devil Gymnasium. Your final score, Evanston wins it 73-41 on the boys' side. Let's go ahead and move on to our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. Brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family, 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to give it to Brenner Lim here in the third quarter. A steal by Clayton Cook gets it over to Lim, and Lim goes above two defenders who probably each have about 3 or 4 inches on him, and he goes through them up and in for the layup.
He has that little up and under, almost a pump fake mid-jump to get both defenders off their feet, scoops it up and under, and right before that, Clayton Cook with the impressive offensive rebound between two Jackson Bronx. So excellent play all the way around and just indicative of a lot of what happened tonight from the Red Devils.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Brenner Lim. He gets our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. Brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family, 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we will have our Pepsi Player of the Game. We'll have an interview with our Pepsi Player of the Game, as well as Coach Rob Watsabaugh of the Evanston Red Devils on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
At Bear River Dental, we love saying the word yes. Yes to same-day crown appointments with our ability to make and install them the same day. Yes to regular cleanings and checkups to help prevent cavities and gum disease. We love saying no to making impressions using that gross, goopy stuff. We say yes to high-tech scanners giving us the perfect map to straighten your teeth with Invisalign. Call or visit Bear River Dental in Evanston today and let us say yes to helping you and your family have a healthy and beautiful smile.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been your local favorite for over 50 years. Proudly owned and operated right here in Wyoming, we offer friendly service and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We're dedicated to being the premier partner for your beverage needs, serving communities from Rock Springs to Green River, Jackson, Evanston, and beyond. Count on Western Wyoming Beverages for reliability and quality where community meets refreshment.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium and our post-game show. Your final score on the T7 Propane scoreboard, it's Evanston 73, Jackson 41. Time for our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi. And who is better today? Well, there's nothing much better. That did not sound grammatically correct. There isn't a lot better than precision three-point shooting that we got from Jay Hill. He gets 11 points. 9 of those come from beyond the arc, along with a nice little classic Jay Hill kind of cut-in layup to complete that one. So Jay Hill is our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi.
Just a classic game from Jay Hill. He's a ball hawk on defense. Is always going after that, getting steals, getting out of transition, and then that three-point shooting. He set the tone early with a quick three and then continued throughout the game, and they coasted to a victory. Good job on Jay Hill. And
we actually have Jay Hill here in the broadcast booth as we're getting him wired up here. But we'll say farewell to Brad Francis, and we'll see him Thursday, hopefully. Okay. Anyways, Jay Hiller, Pepsi Player of the Game. Jay, first question I got to ask you, what was it like to kind of share a varsity court with Hudson?
It's been good. It was really fun, and we've had moments like that previously in the year, but he was always the one to sub me out, so it was kind of cool to actually share the court with him this time.
That was cool. All right, talk to me about your three-point shooting today, especially in that second half. You must have really been feeling it.
It was all just my teammates. My teammates were driving, kicking. They were finding me, finding corners. The big guys, shout out to them, playing really well down low tonight. They opened up the floor a lot for our guards. How big is this win for you guys when you look at what's left? It's just the quadrant games. It's just these games that count towards quadrant seeding and regionals. How big is this win to get you guys back on the right track? Oh, it's huge. We talk a lot about quad seeding, and that's what really matters, and our quad game matters. So this one, we talk win every possession, and that was huge in this game because it'll translate to our next quad games, our next two. Talk to me about just kind of the other guys that are out there with you. You're in that lineup with Jordan. You're in there with Clayton. You're in there with Brenner. You're just surrounded by great talent. Also, Riker can't not mention him as well. But just surrounded by great talent. What's it like to kind of run the floor with these guys? Oh, it's freaking awesome. It's super fun all the time. Push and transition. There's always one more pass. It's we've always played super unselfish, and it's really fun to share the floor with these guys. When you get to see kind of a Riker and Jay's play that they have designed where they kind of lob it up to Jordan, and he kind of goes up and places it in there. What are you guys thinking when those things kind of happen? I got to get better at that pass because Jordan can jump out of the gym. But every time we call that play, it's a huge momentum swing, and Jordan will always go up and finish it. It's really fun. You guys now I think it's the game that everybody's got circled on their calendar for the quadrant. This could determine who gets that number 1 seed. You guys welcome Star Valley in here. You beat them once, you lost to them once. What's kind of the thought process of the team as you guys prepare for that one? Thought process is one possession, win one possession at a time. And we talk a lot about Star Valley as being, our opposite in the quad, so it's going to be a big game. That is our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages, Jay Hill. Jay, congratulations. Great job tonight. Anything else before we wrap it up? No, sir. All right. Now we're going to bring in Evanston Red Devil boys basketball head coach Rob Watsaba as we get him in here. Coach, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. Coach, on Saturday you talked about how you guys felt like you played a pretty good 2.5 quarter game. Tonight, I think you can say you guys played a pretty complete game from start to finish. Really consistent scoring, 19 in the first, 19 in the second, 18 in the third, 17 in the fourth, and also really consistent defense as well. What are your thoughts on the performance tonight? Excuse me.
Yeah, I thought we had a pretty good performance, especially through all 4 quarters. We came out with the goal of, 15 or less in the first half that the players had kind of talked about, and we were dang close to that. And then offensively, we got things going in transition. We got things going inside. And well-rounded game by, everyone that got in, and proud of our guys and bouncing back after, a couple tough ones here and there. And I thought that we grew in different aspects of the game that we talked about, and things that we needed to do. And we did those when needed, and proud of our guys for continually working and trying to get better every day.
Not only does this win get you guys to 3-1 in quadrant play, but it also puts momentum in your guys' corner going into that huge matchup on Thursday against Star Valley. Is there any way to kind of understate how important momentum and how important this victory was from, again, a momentum standpoint, but also a kind of a mental standpoint?
Absolutely. Coming off and getting a win is always good for the psyche. Getting some kids to play well at home and see some different looks that, we don't always get, and, find some success here and there. And Jay had talked about it. It's, find the momentum, and then we just play it one possession at a time and win more than you lose in those possessions.
What kind of stands out to you about that first Star Valley matchup that you're kind of thinking about as you get ready for Thursday night?
they're physical, they're big, they can shoot the ball well, they play inside well. They're a pretty well-rounded team, and we got to make some adjustments. We'll be on the floor tomorrow, film session, scouting report. What was working for us, what wasn't working for us, and go out and put ourselves in a position to compete and win on Thursday.
We need a loud full gym for that one, I'm guessing.
Yes, yeah. I know Tuesday night games are probably a little bit different, and it still had great energy though.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't packed, but the people that were here brought it, and we appreciate that.
Absolutely. That is Coach Rob Watsabaugh, head coach for Evanston Red Devil basketball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on a great win tonight. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Appreciate all the support that everyone's given us, including you guys, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. Go Red Devils.
And that's going to do it for our broadcast here at Red Devil Gymnasium. Again, your final score in the boys' game, it is Evanston 73, Jackson 41. In the girls' game, the Red Devils victorious there, 53-22, your final score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. A big thank you to our producer back at the studio. Usually it's Mr. Colton Bagley, but he had to take care of some stuff today, so we have to give Nate Himes a thank you for filling in. He's also our IT director, but also a big thank you to Colton Bagley for all the work he does on production for these broadcasts. Also a big thank you to our executive producer and owner, Mr. Val Cook, for his support of our endeavors here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Big thank you to Matt Petrie and his sales staff, Julie Burley and Julie Nelson, for all of their support and all of the work they do to make these broadcasts as great as they are. Also, a big thank you to you for tuning in. We definitely cannot do this without each and every fan's support. So, on behalf of the staff here at My Local Radio Sports Network, we have Voice of the Valley, Mr. Anthony Colasuno, Voice of the Rich Rebels, Bradley Holmes, as well as Rob Leifson and Cullen Pace, Voice of the West Side Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Jace Andrews, and voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. I'm Elan Olliff, and we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. Evanston takes on Star Valley Thursday night. Pregame show brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture at 5:45 p.m. and girls tip-off, 5:15 p.m. Girls tip-off at 6 o'clock. Boys scheduled for 7:30. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. We'll see you Thursday. Take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.